It's time for North Platte Plainsmen Baseball on the Plainsmen Radio Network.
1-1 pitch here to Connor Higgs. 1-1, that one is going to be lined into center. It is going to be caught by King. Williams tags from third. He is going to score! It's a walk-off sacrifice fly by Connor Higgs. Seth Williams scores from third, and the Plainsmen win this one in extra innings, 6-5.
Now let's send it to the voice of the Plainsmen, John Willis, for today's game.
Well, good afternoon and welcome back to Billwood Field for the final of 3 between the North Platte Plainsmen and the Casper Horseheads. Well, it is a beautiful afternoon once again here in North Platte, Nebraska, and for the Plainsmen, they are coming into this one red hot. 2 straight wins against the Casper Horseheads. They won the series yesterday. They now sit at 15 and 10, still half a game back in the Nebraska Land Division with only 2 games left to go in the first half. For the Plainsmen, though, they are coming off a walk-off victory. They were down 5-3 headed into the bottom of the 8th, but they scored scored 2 to make the score tied at 5 off the bat of Connor Higgs. He had a 2 RBI double that scored Angel De La Cruz. And then Connor Higgs came through again in extra innings with a sacrifice fly RBI to give the Plainsmen the 6-5 victory yesterday over the Horseheads in 10 innings. So the Plainsmen are coming into this one hot, but they got to stay hot if they want to make a push for the playoffs. Again, they come into this one half a game out of first. Hastings lost yesterday, so they are technically tied for second with Hastings. And they do have a tiebreaker over the Sodbusters as they won 2 of 3, but then Western Nebraska, they continue to win. But the Plainsmen will be playing Western Nebraska tomorrow at 6:35 to wrap up the first half. So big, important game for the Plainsmen here this afternoon as they take on the Casper Horseheads, looking for the 3-game sweep over Casper. Coming up, it's my conversations with both Connor Higgs, who gave the Plainsmen the victory yesterday, and head coach J.M. Kelly as we bring you North Platte Plainsmen Baseball on the Plainsmen Radio Network and our YouTube channel.
Your new hometown collegiate baseball team, the North Platte Plainsmen, are looking for host families for our players, coaches, and interns this summer. Players just need a safe place to come home to and will be on the road half of the season. Players will be in your home for about 35 days during the summer. Host families get free season tickets and discounts on swag and ballpark food, as well as private get-togethers at the ballpark and all the love from the Plainsmen. To find out how to host a North Platte Plainsmen ball player, intern, or coach, call us at 252-1445 or visit northplatteplainsmen.com for more information.
It's North Platte Plainsmen Baseball today on the Plainsmen Radio Network as the Plainsmen try to complete the sweep over the Casper Horseheads. First up, I was able to talk with Connor Higgs, who had the game-tying and game-winning hit for the Plainsmen yesterday, and he said he just trusted his teammates and came through when it mattered.
Well, I want to give credit to my teammates first, getting on base for me, and then whenever I get up there, it's just another at bat. I'm not trying to do too much, just get up there and then get the runs in. It's not about me, it's about the team,
And you mentioned you go up in the top or the bottom of the 10th. You come in a pretty favorable spot with the bases loaded, nobody out. You absolutely piss on one to center field. Just what was your mindset headed into that bat? How good did it feel to hit that one to give your guys the win here?
I just wanted to be on time for the fastball right there. I didn't need to do too much, just be on time, get it to the outfield, and let them score,
How big is this win for you guys as well? We've talked about it. You guys are just right there for first place in the Nebraska Land Division. Only a couple of games left to go. Just how big is this one for you guys?
It's huge. I don't know the spread between the 2 teams, but that's big time going in because we play them next week or on Monday too. So just coming into that game, being as good as we can,
Big thanks to Connor for talking to me after the conclusion of yesterday's game. I was also able to talk with head coach J.M. Kelly, and he mentioned just how exciting that win was for his team.
Guys on the bench, you never know when your name's going to be called, and usually something's going to happen that involves you. So just a lot of up and down, for probably people watching the game, but I think our guys stayed very consistent, stayed flat throughout the entire thing. To push for first place. The arms go out and do a great job. Robbie doesn't even have his best stuff, but still manages to go 6. And then, we get a good outing from Asher for that inning. And from there, we pieced it together and did what we had to do. Every single one of those guys that came in out of the pen was important. And then every guy on the bench today played a role in some way or another. So just really happy to see that and how everything came together today.
Wanted to talk about Connor Higgs. He was a guy that was up here talking with us in the top of the 4th. He comes in the 8th, gets the big 2 RBI hit to tie up the game, then the sacrifice fly to walk things off. Just what can you say about him taking advantage of his opportunities here today?
He's just a really good ball player. Plays for a really good staff at Louisiana Lafayette, and they do things the right way. And when you do things the right way, the game rewards you. And he came up in 2 really, really big situations. And, like I said, when you do things the way they're supposed to be done, the game rewards you. And he, he gets a changeup and a 2-strike count and comes up to me after and says, man, hey, a year ago, I'm not making contact with that ball. And he a little single through the 5-6 hole that scores 2, and then, all we need right there is for him to find the outfield, and he does that and hits a absolute, I'm going to think of a better term, line drive right at the guy, and great piece of hitting by him. So, we're just really proud of him and the way he handles himself within the game.
And for your offense as a whole, going into the bottom of the 8th down 5-3 after, the Horseheads were able to kind of take back the momentum, what was the key for your guys to just put that behind you and turn things around and tie it right back up in the bottom half of the inning?
Baseball. I mean, again, you have to stay consistent the entire way. You can't get too up and you can't get too down. You can't ride waves. They've got to be small waves, and these guys are really good at doing that. They don't let too much get to them, and again, I think they really handled themselves well in those situations where they could have probably just tucked their tail and gone to the house. So, just excited and proud of the resilience that they showed today.
What's the key to closing out the series, get a sweep tomorrow, and try to continue to make that push for first?
A good start on the mound. It's the same every time. You got to make pitches, and you got to have some timely hits. So, we just have to continue to get after it and stay aggressive. I know we didn't steal as many bags today as we did yesterday, but, we have to be able to do the little things right whenever the time calls. So, as long as we continue to do the little things the right way, that'll make a big difference within the game. So,
big thanks to both Connor and JM for talking to me after the conclusion of yesterday's 6-5 victory for the Plainsmen. Coming up, I'll rejoin you from Billwood Field. Get your starting lineups and first pitch as we bring you Game 3 of this 3-game series with Casper and North Platte. This is North Platte Plainsmen Baseball on the Plainsmen Radio Network.
Why do they call it peg leg?
The brewmaster does only have one leg.
I heard it happened many years ago. He was out there looking for the Floridian barley plant. Alligator snatched his leg.
Chad Fosdick from the people that you know and trust and the owner of Glass Doctor, Mr. Appliance, and Premier Rental Purchase. 3,403. That is the number of windshields, glass showers, windows, appliance repairs, and home furnishing sales our company's completed in 2021. That level of activity does not happen by accident or wouldn't continue if we did not provide the best value when you call any of our businesses to your home. We are committed to doubling that number in 2022, and I wanted to personally invite you to experience this unmatched service for yourself. Our teams at Glass Doctor.
John Willis back with you from Billwood Field, getting you ready for first pitch here between the North Platte Plainsmen and the Casper Horseheads. The Plainsmen looking for the 3-game sweep over the Horseheads here this afternoon. This is our Pepsi pregame show. Now let's meet the starters for today's game. We'll start out with Casper, and really not a whole lot of changes. Tucker Rowe will lead off in second base. Dylan Baker will bat second. He's at shortstop. Kenny Garcia, he'll bat third. He's in left field. Braden Morrow, he'll bat cleanup. He's at the designated hitter position. Then Bradley Fleenor, he'll bat fifth. He's at first base. Those top 5 have not changed throughout any of the 3 games now that the Plainsmen have seen the Horseheads. Then it'll be Grant DeCattrell. He'll be catching. He's batting 6th. Ethan Rose will bat 7th. He's in right field. Chris Burke, he'll bat 8th. He's at third base. And then rounding out the starting 9 for Casper, it is Jake King. He's in center field. So again for Casper, it's Rowe, Baker, Garcia, Morrow, Fleenor, DeCattrell, Rose, Burke, and King. Pitching will be Brady Nelson. He'll be getting his 4th start of the year and his 8th total appearance. For the Plainsmen, here's how they'll go. Garrett Thompson will lead off. He's at shortstop. Bryce Zimmerer, he'll bat second. He's in right field today. Connor Flagg will bat third. He's in left field. Oscar Stork, he'll be batting cleanup. He is at third base this afternoon for the Plainsmen. Then it'll be Connor Higgs. He's batting 5th. He is in center field. Seth Williams back in the starting lineup. He is batting 6th. He's at second base. Then it'll be Lucas Johnson. He's batting 7th and at first base. Griffin Myers will bat 8th. He's catching. And then rounding out the starting 9, getting his second start of the season for the Plainsmen in the 3 games that he's been here, it'll be Carson Lyden. He is at the designated hitter position for the Plainsmen here this afternoon. Carlton Perkins will get his 3rd start of the season. He's on the mound, the 6'3" righty from Lee Summit, Missouri. He will get the starting nod here this afternoon for the Plainsmen. So again, for Casper, it's Rowe, Baker, Garcia, Morrow, Fleenor, DeCatchell, Rose, Burke, and King. Getting started on the mound is Brady Nelson, and then for North Platte, it's Thompson, Zimmerer, Flagg, Stark, Higgs, Williams, Johnson, Myers, and Lyden with Carlton Perkins getting the start on the mound. Uniform combination for this afternoon's ball game for the Plainsmen. They are in their home greens with the gray lettering, the white outline, the white pants with the green caps and the Plainsman logo. And for Casper, they have kept it the same all 3 days. They're in their navy blue uniforms with white lettering, orange outline, gray pants, navy blue caps with the orange trim, and the Casper logo on the hat. For the umpires today, Eli Cox, he'll be behind the plate, while Kurt Schmidt will be in the field. It's the 3rd straight game where we've had Eli Cox, but it's the first time that he will be behind the plate in this series between the Plainsmen and the Horseheads. Again, the Horseheads coming into this one 9-17. For the Plainsmen, they come into this one 15-10. For Casper, they are well out of the race to try to grab that playoff spot for the first half, so they'll have to try to pick things up in the second half if they want to make a playoff push. And then for the Plainsmen, still half a game out of first, technically in 3rd place, but right there in that race, and will be playing the number 1 team in the Nebraska Land Division as of now in western Nebraska tomorrow. That's a 6:35 pitch between the Plainsmen and the Pioneers. Well, we'll step aside. Coming up, it's first pitch from Billwood Field in Game 3. Plainsmen looking for the sweep over the Casper Horseheads. This is North Platte Plainsmen Baseball on the Plainsmen Radio Network and our YouTube channel.
Welcome to Scottsbluff County. From Scottsbluff National Monument to Chimney Rock, we are Nebraska's landmark country and a whole lot more. From our bountiful selection of scenic golf courses, our world-class zoo, the breathtaking Lake Minnetonka, and our family-friendly community events, we have something for you and your family year-round. Come visit Nebraska like you've never seen it. Your next experience awaits you in Scottsbluff County.
I'm Alex Chun, the live broadcast intern for the North Platte Plainsmen of summer 2022. Just wanted to let you know, stop by your local North Platte Premier Toyota dealer. Come and browse our new and used Toyota cars, SUVs, trucks, and much more for sale. We offer in-store shopping, curbside pickup, or delivery. You can even take our cars for a test drive to see if this is the car for you. We have a talented team of automotive specialists, so come stop by at 2600 South Willow Street in North Platte, or call us at 308-532-8400. That's 308-532-8400.
Toyota, let's go places.
Here are KJ's Boots and Western Wear.
This is Tommy B from the Nebraska Athletic Club here in North Platte, Nebraska. And I want to welcome you to not just North Platte, but to the Nebraska Athletic Club. Nebraska Athletic Club, here we have about 8,000 square foot of pure fitness. Cardiovascular, strength training, multifunctional machines, you name it, we have it. So if you want to come down and give us a try, come down and visit with us, take a tour, we welcome you to come and see us. Again, 8,000 square foot of pure fitness. And one thing I want to let you know is that even though we're probably one of the largest fully equipped, we're also less expensive. Our prices only go from $19.95, and if you're in protective services, which is fire, police, medical, military, it's only $14.95 plus tax. And one exciting thing too is we don't do contracts here. We have a small activation fee, and you have a small deactivation fee, and that's it. We don't have contracts here at the Nebraska Athletic Club.
Hi, I'm Buffalo Bill, here at Billwood Field. Let's play.
Maple Park Dental Associates has the best quality dental care and the friendliest staff with top-notch dentists in 3 locations. You can be sure to get your regular checkups and cleanings, plus any dental care anyone in your family needs, including fillings, crowns, bridges, root canals, wisdom tooth extractions, implants, dentures, partials, straightening, and whitening. They can even help with those facial fine lines and wrinkles. Love your smile with the help of Maple Park Dental Associates with offices in North Platte, Sutherland, and Broken Bow.
I'm so scared. Let's see what these state champs are all about. Oh! It's outside. Oh! Enough of that. Time for a real man's game.
This is Gracie Wenzel, the marketing and promotions intern for the North Platte Plainsmen. You know us, we're Jimmy John's. Stop by your trusted sandwich shop in the North Platte area at 410 East Leota Street. We offer delivery, pickup, and in-store eating. Choose from our wide variety of sandwiches where you get to decide how the sandwich is made. Order a combo and get some chips and a thirst-quenching drink. Call us at 308-532-8000. Order online at jimmyjohns.com or stop by. Jimmy John's, where we get you your sandwiches freaky fast.
2 pencils, check. 24 markers, check. 2 pink erasers, check. 3 ring notebook, check. You'll be shopping for a lot of things for school, but what's more important than your school photos? Pencils will break, markers will get lost, but your school photos will capture that moment forever. They won't just be on display this year at the house, but on your grandma's fridge, and even on display at your graduation. How many years from now? When you're shopping for something this priceless, quality matters. Come experience the difference at Developing Memories Professional Photo Studio, downtown North Platte. You'll experience professional quality with over 20 years of experience, professional developing, a fun, relaxed environment, and to top it all off, you get to choose your favorite photo and select from any of our 20 different school backgrounds. Photo packages that contain photos for your wall, and also to share with grandparents, aunts, and uncles, start at just $15. You can even toss in a magnet for grandma's fridge and a keychain for yourself. That's right, $15 and over 20 different school backgrounds for your school photos. So show off those missing teeth, those cheesy smiles, those dimples, and those freckles. We're developing memories into photos to last you a lifetime, downtown North Platte.
Suspicious.
Chuck Heeman, operating owner of your North Platte Plainsmen. Stop by Jerry Remus Chevrolet, the only full-service dealer in North Platte and the surrounding area. Get your car worked on in our beautiful body shop. While you're there, check out the new and used inventory at Jerry Remus Chevrolet on South Jeffers in North Platte.
I've got the keys to your new car, Jerry Remus Chevrolet.
For more information. Birdwood Beef, we are pleased to offer you the beef our family has raised and loved for years, and we are here to ensure you know exactly where your beef comes from. Our cattle are raised on vast grassland pastures in the Nebraska Sandhills and are finished on grain produced on our farm. As a result, we produce well-marbled, high-quality beef. Birdwood Beef has one primary source, Star Cattle Company, our family farm and ranch since 1912, located right here in Lincoln County. We currently sell dry-age individual cuts and bundles online at birdwoodbeef.com and whole, half, quarter, or eighth beef locally in North Platte and Lincoln, Nebraska. We also ship nationwide every Monday. Place your order today at birdwoodbeef.com and follow Birdwood Beef on Facebook and Instagram to learn
from Billwood Field, getting you ready for a first pitch here between the Plainsmen and the Horseheads. Again, the Plainsmen have won the first 2 games of this series. The first game, it was kind of all North Platte. It was a 8-4 victory for the Plainsmen on Friday afternoon. Then yesterday, the 6-5 win in extra innings, where Horseheads, again, had taken a 5-3 lead in the top of the 8th, but the Plainsmen stormed back, scoring 5 in the bottom of the 8th. Then in the bottom of the 10th, the walk-off sacrifice fly by Connor Higgs to give the Plainsmen the victory yesterday. Carlton Perkins will get the start on the mound for the Plainsmen. 6'3" righty from Lee Summit, Missouri. He plays his college ball against for Cali Junior College. So far on the year, an 0-1 record, 5.19 ERA, 2 starts, 3 appearances for him. He's pitched 8 2/3, 5 earned runs, 7 runs total on 6 hits, 14 strikeouts and 6 walks for Perkins so far this season. His last start was June 19th against the Badlands Big Sticks. That was in that 9-6 loss for the Plainsmen. For Carlton, he had a no decision in the contest. In that game, he pitched 3 2/3, 4 earned runs, 5 runs total, 4 hits, 7 strikeouts, and 3 walks. Here's how the Plainsmen will line up defensively. Flagg is in left, Higgs is in center, Zimmerer's in right, Stark stands at third, Thompson at short, Williams at second, Johnson at first, and Myers is behind the plate. Tucker Rowe will get the start in the leadoff spot for 2 straight days now for Casper, as the righty steps in ready to lead things off against the Plainsmen, trying to grab one of this 3-game series. First pitch from Perkins will miss inside. First pitch underway at 3:11. The first pitch temperature is 75 degrees. 29% humidity. Winds out of the southwest at 5 miles per hour. 1 ball and no strikes. That pitch is in there on the inner half of the plate. So count will even out 1 ball, 1 strike from Carlton Perkins to Tucker Rowe to lead off this top half of the first. 1-1 to Rowe. That one will catch the bottom part of the zone, so it's now 1 ball and 2 strikes from Perkins to Rowe. Again, Perkins, through the first 3 innings of both of his starts, he's been almost untouchable. It's the 4th inning in his first 2 starts where he started to not necessarily lose it, but start to give up a couple walks, couple hits here and there. So it's now 2 balls, 2 strikes to Tucker Rowe as that one skips in the dirt. Again, Tucker Rowe leading things off, the righty for the Horseheads. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. That one is going to be poked into left field. Moving under it and making the catch is Connor Flagg. And 1 retired here in the top of the first. So this will bring up Dylan Baker. Defensively, he's at shortstop. Yesterday he was DH. He was shortstop as well for the Horseheads 2 days ago in the opening game of this 3-game series. Perkins looks on, ready for the first pitch here to Dylan Baker. That one will catch the bottom part of the zone, so no balls and 1 strike to start out Carlton Perkins to Dylan Baker. Baker yesterday had an RBI single as that one is lined sharply to shortstop. Garrett Thompson can't get a proper glove on it. That'll be an infield single for Dylan Baker. And the Horseheads have 1 aboard here in the top of the first. So now this will bring up Kenny Garcia, who had a wonderful day yesterday. He was 3 for 5, a single, 2 doubles, an RBI, 2 runs scored, a fly out and a ground out in his other 2 plate appearances. First pitch here from Perkins to Garcia. That one is in there for a strike, so no balls and 1 strike to start out Carlton Perkins to Kenny Garcia. No balls and 1 strike. The pitch to Garcia. That one is flown up into right field. Moving under it is Zimmerer. He'll make the catch a couple steps to his right. And now 2 retired here in the top of the first. So now this will bring up Braden Morrow with 2 gone, a runner on first. Morrow yesterday was 2 for 5, a single, a double. Knocked in 2 RBIs. He also struck out twice and flew out once. He steps in with 2 gone. Dylan Baker standing at first after his infield single. First pitch here from Carlton Perkins to Braden Morrow. The righty is swung on and missed. No balls and 1 strike to start out this at-bat. So count starts out 0-1. Dylan Baker stands at first. No balls and 1 strike to Braden Morrow. 0-1 misses low, so count will even out 1 ball and 1 strike. Again, Perkins getting his 3rd start of the season, his 4th total appearance. It's 1 ball and 1 strike to Morrow. 1-1 will just miss. So it's now 2 balls and 1 strike. Morrow, the 6'3" righty out of Tulane, getting the start in the cleanup position for the Horseheads here in Game 3 of this 3-game set. Plainsmen winning Games 1 and 2. Trying to sweep as the 2-1 is going to be lined into center and it gets down right in front of Higgs. So another single for Morrow, and now Baker advances to second, so Bradley Fleenor will come up with 2 on and 2 out here in the top of the first. So after 4 straight righties, this brings us to our first lefty of the contest with Bradley Fleenor. Fleenor in 24 games, he's batting .348. 11 runs scored, 7 doubles, 1 home run, 17 RBIs. So a guy you want at the plate in this kind of position with 2 on and 2 out. First pitch misses low and in. 1 ball and no strikes to start out the righty Perkins to the lefty Fleenor. Fleenor yesterday was 0 for 4, 2 flyouts, a ground out to a 4-6-3 double play and a line out. He comes into this top of the first. 1 ball and no strikes with Baker at second, Morrow at first. The 1-0 pitch on its way will skip low. So 2 balls and no strikes to start out Carlton Perkins to Bradley Fleenor. Fleenor out of Thomas University, bats left, throws right. Hometown Thomasville, Georgia, as that one is grounded to first. Johnson is on it, he'll step on the bag. And the scoring threat will not come to pass for the Horseheads here in the top of the first. They score no runs on 2 hits, no errors, they leave 2 on base. Do it for the Plainsmen in the bottom of the first, it'll be Thompson, Zimmerer, and Flagg. After half an inning, no score, it's North Platte Plainsmen Baseball on the Plainsmen Radio Network and our YouTube channel.
Memories is proud to be the official photographer of your Plainsmen. Developing Memories professional photo studio downtown North Platte has been capturing all your priceless memories from the little leagues to the majors, hitting grand slams with their professional quality and stealing your hearts as you see those priceless photos of your kids rolling over, then their toothless smiles, their dimples, their freckles, to showing off who they are in their senior photos. Developing Memories has been in the game for 20 years, and though getting your photos taken might not be quite as much fun as cheering on your favorite team, Developing Memories does make the photo sessions a fun and enjoyable experience. Come experience the difference at Developing Memories downtown North Platte. Quality photos, enjoyable experience, and affordable with no session fees. And be sure to check out our $20 mini sessions and $15 school packages. We're developing memories into photos to last you a lifetime.
Of pure fitness. And one thing I wanted to let you know is that even though we're probably one of the largest
A career that drives you? When you drive for adventure, you'll find the freedom to live a life you love while seeing the country. Because with adventure, you control when and where you drive, whether it's near or far. Choose from a variety of travel opportunities with competitive pay and adventure to great places. Go to driveadventure.com and apply today. All drivers must be 25 years old with an active CDL.
First, after the Horseheads had a runner in scoring position with 2 out, but were not able to take advantage. So no score here as we start out the bottom half of the first inning. Getting the start on the hill will be Brady Nelson for Casper, the 6'2 righty from Oro Valley, Arizona. He plays his college ball at Arizona Western College. For him so far this season, 0-2, an 11.91 ERA, 3 starts and 7 appearances. He's pitched 22 and 2/3 innings, given up 30 earned runs, 39 runs total, 46 hits, 19 strikeouts, and 13 walks. His last appearance was June 21st against the Nebraska Prospects, where he pitched 2/3 of an inning, gave up 9 runs, 8 hits, 1 strikeout, 1 walk, and took the loss in that game against the Prospects. Garrett Thompson, the lefty from Kingsville, will get the start in the leadoff spot for the Plainsmen here in the bottom of the first. Can Plainsmen have the luxury of being able to change their lineup daily to make sure certain guys can get off days, get people rested. And Garrett Thompson in 17 games, he's batting .267, 10 runs, 2 doubles, 1 home run, and 3 RBIs. He's walked 11 times as well for the Plainsmen. He leads things off in the bottom of the first, facing Brady Nelson. As Nelson comes set, ready for the first pitch here to Thompson in the bottom of the first. First pitch will miss low and in, so 1 ball and no strikes to start out Brady Nelson to Garrett Thompson. It's Nelson, Zimmerer, and Flagg to lead things off here in the bottom of the first for North Platte. 1 ball and no strikes. Nelson kicks and deals. The 1-0 will just catch the bottom part of the zone, so count will even out. 1 ball and 1 strike from Nelson to Thompson. One ball and 1 strike. That one is skied up foul territory, left field side. It'll get out of play. So 1 ball and 2 strikes. Thompson pinch hit for Cade Wood yesterday. In his 3 plate appearances, he was 1 for 3. RBI single, a strikeout, and a ground out for Thompson yesterday. So 1 ball and 2 strikes from Nelson to Thompson as Nelson comes set. The 1-2 pitch will miss a little inside. So count will even out. 2 balls, 2 strikes from Nelson to Thompson. Again, for Nelson, this is his 4th start of the year, his 8th appearance total. As he faces North Platte Plainsmen lineup here today as the 2 balls, 2 strike pitch misses upstairs. So count is now full. 3 balls, 2 strikes from Brady Nelson to Garrett Thompson. Again, Nelson facing the leadoff batter with Thompson. He has him at a full count. He comes set. Here's the 3-2 pitch. 3-2 is swung on and missed. So it's strikeout number 1 for Brady Nelson, and now 1 retired here in the bottom of the first. Let's bring up the lefty who played his college ball at Butler Junior College this year. He'll be at South Dakota State next year with Bryce Zimmerer. For Zimmerer in 21 games, he's batting .321. He scored 25 runs, 1 double, 10 RBIs, and 15 stolen bases. The lefty steps in with 1 gone after the leadoff strikeout to Garrett Thompson. First pitch from Brady Nelson, that one will skip low. So 1 ball and no strikes to start out Nelson to Zimmerer. One ball and no strikes. Nelson kicks and deals the 1-0. That one is going to be lined sharply into left center. That one is going to get down in the gap. Zimmerer is rounding first. He's headed for second. And it's a 1-out double for Bryce Zimmerer. Little opposite field action for Zimmerer as that one lands in the left center gap. So now Plainsmen a chance to take the lead here in the bottom of the first. So this will bring up Connor Flagg with 1 gone and now a runner at second. For Flagg in 20 games, batting .349. 7 doubles, 19 RBIs, second to the team behind Giancarlo Servin, who stands at 21. Carlo is also not in the lineup today for the Plainsmen, getting an off day for North Platte. Righty to lefty to Connor Flagg as Connor Flagg lines that one into right center, and that one's going to get down. Zimmerer is rounding third. He will score. Connor Flagg is digging for third. He is in there. It's an RBI triple for Connor Flagg, and the Plainsmen take the lead here in the bottom of the first. So Plainsmen immediately get on the board here in the bottom of the first. It was the double by Zimmerer and the triple by Flagg. As this will now bring up Oscar Stark, the righty from Washington State. Stark comes in, ready for his first at-bat with Connor Flagg, now standing at third after his RBI triple to score Bryce Zimmerer. First pitch is in there for a strike. No balls and 1 strike to start out Brady Nelson to Oscar Stork. Plainsmen now leading this one 1-0 here in the bottom of the first. 1 gone. Stark pops that one up shallow right field. A catch is going to be made by Rose. Connor Flagg tags. He will score from third. It's a sacrifice fly for Oscar Stark, and the Plainsmen now lead this one 2-0 here in the bottom of the first. So it's now 2-0. Plainsmen leading this one here in the first. So this will bring up Connor Higgs, who was the big hero for the Plainsmen yesterday. Nobody on for the Plainsmen here in the bottom of the first. The Plainsmen now leading this one 2-0. He fouls the first one back to the screen. No balls and one strike to start out Brady Nelson to Connor Higgs. So no balls and one strike, the count starts. Nelson comes set with the 0-1. Here's the pitch. 0-1. That one is going to be lined into center field, but right to King. So that'll be the end of the inning, but the Plainsmen take the lead here in the bottom of the first. They score 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors. They leave nobody on base. We head to the top of the second. 2 up for the Horseheads. It'll be DeCattrell, Rose, and Burke. After 1 complete, the Plainsmen lead this one 2-0. It's North Platte Plainsmen Baseball on the Plainsmen Radio Network.
Hey! 2 pencils, check. 24 markers, check. 2 pinky erasers, check. 3 ring notebook, check. You'll be shopping for a lot of things for school, but what's more important than your school photos? Pencils will break, markers will get lost, but your school photos will capture that moment forever. They won't just be on display this year at the house, but on your grandma's fridge, and even on display at your graduation how many years from now? When you're shopping for something this priceless, quality matters. Come experience the difference at Developing Memories Professional Photo Studio, downtown North Platte. You'll experience professional quality with over 20 years of experience, professional developing, a fun, relaxed environment, and to top it all off, you get to choose your favorite photo and select from any of our 20 different school backgrounds. Photo packages that contain photos for your wall and also to share with grandparents, aunts, and uncles start at just $15. You can even toss in a magnet for Grandma's fridge and a keychain for yourself. That's right, $15 and over 20 different school backgrounds for your school photos. So show off those missing teeth, those cheesy smiles, those dimples, and those freckles. We're developing memories into photos to last you a lifetime, downtown North Platte.
This is Christina Willard, Director of Sales of Marketing for the North Platte Plainsmen. Pizza, like baseball, is America's pastime, and what better place to get pizza than your local Domino's. Happening now, you can get 20% off on regular orders. There is a coupon available online, and you can also come in or call.
Back with you from Billwood Field with through 1 complete. John Willis with you on Citrus 3, our mobile app available on Android and our YouTube channel. Grant DeCattrell will lead things off for the Horseheads here in the top of the second. First pitch misses high to him. 1 ball and no strikes to start out Carlton Perkins to Grant DeCattrell. DeCattrell, the 6-foot righty from Torrance, California, plays his college ball at Cal State Dominiquez Hills. He leads things off for the Horseheads here in the top of the second. He fouls that second pitch off, so count will even out. 1 ball and 1 strike from Perkins to DeCattrell. DeCattrell, so far this season, has played in 6 games, only batting .133. He has 2 hits in 15 tries so far this year for the Horseheads. That's a fastball in there for a strike, so it's now 1 ball and 2 strikes from Carlton Perkins to Grant DeCattrell. And this is the final of a 3-game set with the Horseheads. Plainsmen looking for the sweep as the 1-2 will miss low and away. Count will even out 2 balls, 2 strikes. Then the Plainsmen will close out the first half of the season tomorrow with a 1-game set with the Western Nebraska Pioneers. So far, the Plainsmen are 2-4 against Western Nebraska this year, as there's a swing and a miss. Strike 3, strikeout number 1 for Carlton Perkins, and it's the first out here in the top of the second. So now this will bring up Ethan Rose, who was in the lineup game 1 against the Plainsmen. Was out yesterday. He's back here today. Rose in the first game was 0 for 3. Ground out, strikeout, and a flyout. He also walked. The lefty steps in with 1 gone. Nobody on for the Horseheads here in the top of the second. First pitch will miss high from Perkins. 1 ball and no strikes to start out Ethan Rose. The 1 ball, no strike pitch. That one is going to be sent into right field. It's down for a base hit. Rose will put the brakes on at first. It's another 1-out single for the Horses. Looking eerily similar to how things were in the first inning. It was a quick out number 1, but then Dylan Baker had an infield single in the first, and now quick strikeout to start out the second. after the strikeout to DeCattrell. Let's bring up Chris Burke. Burke, the righty, comes in with one gone, a runner on first. First pitch, that one is skied up. Shallow left center, Thompson, the shortstop, moving under it. He makes the catch just into the outfield grass. And now 2 gone here in the top of the second. So now it's bottom of the order with Jake King. King, the lefty, they'll look for him to come through. Now the Horseheads are out hitting the Plainsmen 3-2, but the Plainsmen leading this one 2-0. King yesterday walked twice and struck out twice. He only has 1 hit in all of his at-bats against the Plainsmen so far this series. It was an RBI single back in Game 1. First pitch misses low, 1 ball and no strikes to start out Carlton Perkins to Jake King. Jake King, the 9-hitter. Batting lefty for the Horseheads as the 1-0 pitch is swung on and missed. So count will even out 1 ball, 1 strike from Carlton Perkins to Jake King. So 1 ball, 1 strike to Jake King. 1-1 pitch from Perkins. Again, kind of a late swing. Kind of chopped at it, so it's now 1 ball and 2 strikes. Perkins' longest start of the season was his first. He pitched 4 innings in the 14-5 win over Gem City earlier this season. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Perkins comes set, looks on to King. 1-2 pitch. Skied up. Foul territory. Oscar Stark, the third baseman, will make the catch in foul territory, and that'll end off the inning. For the Horseheads, they leave no runs on 1 hit, no errors. They leave 1 on base. We head to the bottom of the second. Due up for the Plainsmen, it'll be Williams, Johnson, and Myers. After 1.5, Plainsmen lead this one 2-0. It's North Platte Plainsmen Baseball on the Plainsmen Radio Network and our YouTube channel.
A career that drives you? When you drive for adventure, you'll find the freedom to live a life you love while seeing the country. Because with adventure, you control when and where you drive, whether it's near or far. Choose from a variety of travel opportunities with competitive pay and adventure to great places. Go to driveadventure.com and apply today. All drivers must be 25 years old with an active CDL.
Every home game here at historic Billwood Field. We'd love it if
2 pencils, check. 24 markers, check. 2 pink erasers, check. 3-ring notebook, check. You'll be shopping for a lot of things for school, but what's more important than your school photos? Pencils will break, markers will get lost, but your school photos will capture that moment forever. They won't just be on display this year at the house, but on your grandma's fridge, and even on display at your graduation how many years from now? When you're shopping for something this priceless, quality matters. Come experience the difference at Developing Memories Professional Photo Studio, downtown North Platte. You'll experience professional quality with over 20 years of experience. Professional developing.
here for the bottom of the second. As the Plainsmen lead the Horseheads 2-0. They're looking for the sweep over Casper here this afternoon to take. They already took the series yesterday, but they want to keep their first half playoff bid alive as they come into this one still half a game out of first place. Western Nebraska now stands at first in the Nebraska Land Division with a record of 15-9. Sodbusters lost yesterday to the Nebraska Prospects 4-1, so they now stand at 14-9. Plainsmen in third at 15-10. Couple games going on today that are important for the Plainsmen. Canyon County plays Western Nebraska. Plainsmen are definitely Canyon County fans in that one. Badlands plays Spearfish, Gem City, and Fremont, and then the Nebraska Prospects and the Hastings Sodbusters. They have a rubber match today to decide that series. Seth Williams, the leadoff man, as he lines that one into left field. And a first pitch swing opposite field action for Seth Williams. He gets on with a leadoff single. Seth Williams actually scored the winning run for the Plainsmen yesterday in the bottom of the 10th. He tagged up and scored from third to give the Plainsmen the victory. Let's bring up Lucas Johnson with nobody out and a runner on first after the leadoff single by Seth Williams. Johnson, the righty from Wright State. Best batting average on the team. He has played 6 games so far, batting .571, 8 hits and 14 tries. 1 double, 4 RBIs for Johnson. First pitch off speed, misses outside. 1 ball and no strikes to start out Brady Nelson to Seth Williams. Or excuse me, to Lucas Johnson. Williams standing on first. So 1 ball and no strikes, the count starts. Nelson comes set with the 1-0. Kicks and deals. 1-0 pitch misses low and away, so it's now 2 balls and no strikes from the righty Nelson to the righty Johnson. Again, Casper still looking for their 10th win of the season. Been at 9 wins in every game so far that the Plainsmen have played them, as the Plainsmen have won the first 2 games of this series. 2-0 was fouled back to the screen, so it's now 2 balls and 1 strike from Brady Nelson to Lucas Johnson. And leadoff first pitch single for Williams. He stands at first. Lucas Johnson in the batter's box trying to keep the scoring going for the Plainsmen. That pitch is in there for a strike, so count will even out. 2 balls, 2 strikes from Brady Nelson to Lucas Johnson. Williams at first, 2 balls, 2 strikes from Nelson to Johnson. Long pause, here's the 2-2. That one, a soft grounder to second base. Throw on to first, there will be none. It's an infield single for Lucas Johnson, and now 2 aboard here. Still nobody out in the bottom of the second. As Rowe just could not get a clean hand on it. It was perfectly slow for Lucas Johnson to reach first, so now Williams stands at second. Lucas Johnson at first, still nobody out, as this will bring up the lefty from Washington State in Griffin Myers. Myers so far through 19 games, he's batting .254, 1 double, 7 RBIs. Scored 4 runs as well for North Platte. He comes in with nobody out, runners at first and second. First pitch to Myers from Nelson will miss low. 1 ball and no strikes to start out Brady Nelson to Griffin Myers. Nelson takes a long pause, now comes set the 1 ball and no strike pitch to Griffin Myers. He kicks and deals. 1-0, skied up, foul territory, it'll get out of play. Over on the first base side, so count will even out. 1 ball, 1 strike from Brady Nelson to Griffin Myers. Plainsmen now out hitting the Horseheads 4-3, so 7 total hits so far. They're only an inning and a half. 1-1 the count. Nelson comes set. Again, long pause for him. Here's the 1-1. Grounded softly to the pitcher's mound with Nelson. Nelson turns around, throws it to first. He'll get Myers. Both runners advance. There was no chance for a double play there. So basically, sacrifice hit for Myers is now runners at second and third for Carson Leiden. Leiden, the lefty from the University of Oregon, got his first start for the Plainsmen in Game 1 of this 3-game series. Got yesterday off. Leiden in his first game was 2 for 4, 2 singles, a strikeout, and he also grounded into a 6-4-3 double play. He's getting the start in the 9 spot, trying to knock in a couple more runs with runners at second and third. Only 1 gone. The corner infielders are in for Casper. First pitch to Leiden. Will catch the outer half of the plate. No balls and 1 strike to start out Brady Nelson to Carson Leiden. For the 0-2 here to Leiden. Again, corner infielders playing in for Casper. The 0-2 hits Leiden in the foot. And so now the bases will be loaded for the top of the order with Garrett Thompson. So now top of the order here with Garrett Thompson, who struck out in his first appearance back in the bottom of the first. He comes in with still only 1 gone. and the base is loaded. Plainsman a huge opportunity to really blow this one open here in the bottom of the second. Will work through the order for his second time, only here in the bottom of the second. Plainsman leading this one 2-0 over the Horseheads. And a chance for more with the bases loaded. Only one gone here in the bottom half of the second inning. No balls and one strike. Nelson gets his sign. He comes set, kicks and deals. 0-1 again, swung on and missed. So no balls and 2 strikes from Nelson to Thompson. So count at 0-2 with one gone. The base is loaded. Nelson comes set, trying to get Thompson at the plate here and get the second out of the inning. The 0-2 pitch to Thompson. That one is skied up into foul territory. Burke, the third baseman, will make the catch. Tagging is Williams from third, and he is going to be safe. He slides under the tag of DeCattrell. And it's a sacrifice fly for Thompson. Man, I didn't think Williams would tag up, as that catch was made almost in the position of the infield sand in foul territory. But nonetheless, it'll be a sacrifice fly for Garrett Thompson. And as well, both runners advance, so now runners at second and third. It's DeCattrell. It looked like the throw might have beat him, but Seth Williams slid under the tag. So now this will bring up Bryce Zimmerer, who is 1 for 1 with a double and a run scored back in the first. Plainsman now leading this one 3-0 here in the bottom of the second. Nelson first pitch. That one is going to be skied up again, foul territory, but it'll get out of play on the left field side. So no balls and one strike to start out Brady Nelson to Bryce Zimmerer. Plainsman now leading this one 3-0 here in the bottom of the second. They scored 2 in the first, now 1 here in the second off the sacrifice fly by Garrett Thompson. 2 sacrifice flies now for runs for the Plainsmen, as Oscar Stark had one back in the first. No balls and 1 strike. Nelson comes set. The 0-1 pitch. Zimmerer sends that one foul on the left field side again. So it's no balls and 2 strikes from Brady Nelson to Bryce Zimmerer. Zimmerer looks on to Brady Nelson. Nelson comes set. Here's the 0-2. 0-2, that one is going to be grounded and through into right field for a base hit. 1 run will score. Carson Leiden is on its way. It's a 2 RBI single for Bryce Zimmerer, and the Plainsmen now lead this one 5-0 here in the bottom of the second. So Plainsmen have really jumped ahead here. They now lead this one 5-0. So this will bring up Connor Flagg, who is 1 for 1 with an RBI triple back in the first. He comes in with Bryce Zimmerer standing on first, and 2 gone. Plainsmen have scored 3 here in the bottom of the second. Zimmerer will take off for second. He is in there. It's the 16th stolen base of the season for Bryce Zimmerer. He now stands in scoring position. That pitch also missed to Connor Flagg, so 1 ball and no strikes to start out Brady Nelson to Connor Flagg. One ball and no strikes. Brady Nelson comes set, looks on the Flagg. 1-0 pitch. Will catch the outer half of the plate, so count will even out 1 ball and 1 strike from Brady Nelson to Connor Flagg. So now for Nelson, in his second inning of work, has given up 5 runs on 5 hits so far, facing the Plainsmen. As the 1-1 pitch to Flagg will just catch the bottom part of the zone. So it's now 1 ball and 2 strikes from Brady Nelson to counter flag. One ball and 2 strikes. Nelson comes set with the 1-2. 1-2, and that one is going to be lined into right field. It will be caught by Rose. A beautiful catch out in right field as he had to run to track that one down. And that'll end off the inning, but the Plainsmen add more. They score 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors. They leave 1 on base. We head to the top of the third. It's top of the order due up for Casper with Rowe, Baker, and Garcia. After 2 complete, the Plainsmen lead this one 5-0. It's North Platte Plainsmen Baseball on the Plainsmen Radio Network and our YouTube channel.
Developing memory.
At Great Plains Foot and Ankle Specialists, we strive to make sure each and every one of our patients receives the highest level of care with individualized treatment plans. Our extensively trained doctors will listen to you and make recommendations based on your individual wants and needs. Whether it's something as seemingly simple as a swollen foot or ankle, complications related to diabetes, or an injury that requires surgery, we're here to help. Some of the services available by our providers include, but aren't limited to, the care and treatment of corns, calluses, and warts, custom-made orthodontics, diabetic foot care, arthritis, reconstructive foot and ankle surgery, foot and ankle trauma, fungal nails, ingrown toenails, heel and arch pain, pediatric foot care, sports injuries, and wound care. Visit us at 815 South Maple Street in North Platte. Phone number 308-532-3600. Again, 308-532-3600.
Plus, any dental care anyone in your family needs, including...
For a beautiful lawn and landscape, head to Hibner's. They have everything you need to have a successful and enjoyable yard and garden, including healthy plants, hardy stock, premium fertilizers, and professional products, all at competitive prices. Get seasoned advice from Hibner's trusted staff, serving North Platte for 65 years. Hibner's Nursery Lawn and Garden Center, on the corner of 8th and Poplar.
And how big of a sugar maker here. KJ's Boots and Western Wear has everything Western. Boots, hats, shirts, jeans, jewelry, even that fancy Yellowstone cologne so you can smell like a cowboy, not the horse he rode in on. KJ's Boots and Western Wear. Just off the I-80 interchange in Hershey.
And patio approved. We're through 2 complete from Billwood Field. John Willis with you on Citrus 3 and our mobile app available on Android as well as our YouTube channel. First pitch swing and a miss from Tucker Rowe. Count will start out 0 balls and 1 strike. Plainsmen lead this one 5-0 as we start out the top of the third. Scored 2 runs in the first, 3 runs in the second. Perkins ready for his 3rd inning of work as the 0-1 catches the top part of the zone. It's now 0 balls and 2 strikes to start out Carlton Perkins to Tucker Rowe. Rowe coming into this at bat is 0 for 1 with a fly out. Getting his second cuts of this one. 0 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch from Perkins. The 0-2 will just miss upstairs. So 1 ball and 2 strikes now from Carlton Perkins to Tucker Rowe. Rowe so far has given up 3 hits, but has not allowed any of them to come home as the 1-2 pitch to Rowe misses low. So now 2 balls, 2 strikes from Carlton Perkins to Tucker Rowe. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch, check swing. They'll say he went, drop 3rd strike. Myers makes the throw to first. It's in time. It's the top of the 3rd. So now this will bring up Dylan Baker, who singled back in the first. That was that infield single that Thompson actually stopped. Just couldn't get a clean throw off to first. Baker, the righty, comes in with 1 gone. Nobody on for the Horseheads here in the top of the 3rd. First pitch to him. That one will just miss a little high. 1 ball and no strikes to start out Carlton Perkins to Dylan Baker. Center, it's down for a base hit, so Dylan Baker is now 2 for 2 with 2 singles in this one. Again, he gets a 1-out base runner for Casper. So now this will bring up Kenny Garcia, another righty. Again, the top 4 are righties for the Horseheads. Garcia is 0 for 1 with a fly out to right field in his first plate appearance back in the 1st inning. Perkins ready for the first pitch to him. Fastball will miss. 1 ball and no strikes to start out Carlton Perkins to Kenny Garcia. The 1-0, Perkins comes set. 1 ball and no strikes. That one will miss away. So 2 straight balls to start out this at-bat to Kenny Garcia. Two balls and no strikes. Off speed, he'll catch the inner half of the plate. It's the first strike of the at-bat, so 2 balls and 1 strike now from Carlton Perkins to Kenny Garcia. 2 on the pitch with 1 gone, a runner at first. 2-1 is swung on and missed at the high fastball. Kind of leaving at 2 balls, 2 strikes from Carlton Perkins to Kenny Garcia. Two balls, 2 strikes. That pitch is going to be lifted into left center. Higgs calling for it. He makes the catch in the left center gap, and now 2 gone here in the top of the 3rd. We are scheduled to talk to Cade Wood, 6-foot infielder from Ranger Junior College in the top of the 4th. So 2nd straight day where we'll get to have a player joining us for an inning. We'll get to learn a little more about Cade. Talk about his time so far this year for the Plainsmen. Braden Morrow comes in with 2 gone. Dylan Baker standing at first. The Horseheads have had a base runner every inning, as that one is skied up. Lucas Johnson, the first baseman, will make the catch in the infield dirt. And that'll end off the top of the 3rd. So again, the Horseheads leave a runner on base. They score no runs, 1 hits, no errors. They leave 1 on base. We head to the bottom of the 3rd. Due up for the Plainsmen, it'll be Stork, Higgs, and Williams. After 2.5, still 5-0 North Platte. It's North Platte Plainsmen Baseball on the Plainsmen Radio Network and our YouTube channel.
Maple Park Dental Associates has the best quality dental care and the friendliest staff with top-notch dentists in 3 locations. You can be sure to get your regular checkups and cleanings, plus any dental care anyone in your family needs, including fillings, crowns, bridges, root canals, wisdom tooth extractions, implants, dentures, partials, straightening, and whitening. They can even help with those facial fine lines and wrinkles. Love your smile with the help of Maple Park Dental Associates with offices in North Platte, Sutherland, and Broken Bow.
Quality matters. Come experience the difference at Developing Memories Professional Photo Studio, downtown North Platte. You'll experience professional
Chad Fosdick from the people that you know and trust and the owner of Glass Doctor, Mr. Appliance, and Premier Rental Purchase. 3,403. That is the number of windshields, glass showers, windows, appliance repairs, and home furnishing sales our company's completed in 2021. That level of activity does not happen by accident or wouldn't continue if we did not provide the best value when you call any of our businesses to your home. We are committed to doubling that number in 2022, and I wanted to personally invite you to experience this unmatched service for yourself. Our teams at Glass Doctor, Mr. Appliance, and Premier Rental Purchase are ready to serve you today.
those missing teeth, those cheesy smiles, those dimples.
Birdwood Beef, we are pleased to offer you the beef our family has raised and loved for years, and we are here to ensure you know exactly where your beef comes from. Our cattle are raised on vast grassland pastures in the Nebraska Sandhills and are finished on grain produced on our farm. As a result, we produce well-marbled, high-quality beef. Birdwood Beef has one primary source, Star Cattle Company, our family farm and ranch since 1912, located right here in Lincoln County. We currently sell dry-age individual cuts and bundles online at birdwoodbeef.com and whole, half, quarter, or eighth beef locally in North Platte and Lincoln, Nebraska. We also ship nationwide every Monday. Place your order today at birdwoodbeef.com and follow Birdwood Beef on Facebook and Instagram to learn more about your local beef producer. Birdwood.
Third, John Willis with you on Citrus 3, our mobile app available on Android and our YouTube channel. Oscar Stark will lead things off for the Plainsmen here in the bottom of the third, with the Plainsmen leading this one 5-0 over the Casper Horseheads, trying to complete the 3-game sweep over Casper here today. Oscar Stark had a sacrifice fly in his first appearance back in the first. The Plainsmen 7 batters came to the plate back in the 7th. They scored 3 runs, 2 runs in the first inning, 3 runs in the second. They look to try to keep things going as Oscar Stark grounds one sharply to third. Burke throws it on to first. It's in time. And a quick out here to start out the bottom of the third. So now this will bring up Connor Higgs. Higgs was the last out in the first. He had a line out to center to end off that bottom of the first for the Plainsmen, where the Plainsmen scored 2 runs. Higgs again was the hero yesterday for the Plainsmen with the walk-off hit. Connor Higgs steps in. The lefty, first pitch from Nelson, will miss low and in. So 1 ball and no strikes to start out. Brady Nelson here to Connor Higgs. So 1 ball and no strikes. Here's the pitch to Higgs. Again low and in, so 2 balls and no strikes. For so far for Brady Nelson, who's pitched 2 1/3 now, he's given up 1 free base on a hit batter back in the second. He hit Carson Lyden. 2 balls and no strikes. The 2-0 pitch swung on and missed. Got him on the fastball. So now 2 balls and 1 strike here from Brady Nelson to Connor Higgs. Oscar Stark with a sharp ground out to the third baseman Burt to lead off this bottom of the third. Higgs, the second batter of the inning. 2 balls and 1 strike here to Connor Higgs. Here's the pitch. Now on again, ground sharply to first. A weird hop, but Fleenor is able to pick it up. He tags the base, and 2 gone now in the bottom of the third. That was a great read by Fleenor as it hopped right on the dirt, almost went over his head. He was able to get a glove on it, run to the bag to tag out Connor Higgs. This will bring up Seth Williams, who is 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored. He comes in with 2 out, nobody on for the Plainsmen here in the third inning. So Seth Williams, the lefty, steps in with 2 out, nobody on for the Plainsmen. The first pitch to Williams will skip in the dirt. Count starts out 1 ball and no strikes to Seth Williams. And 2 gone here in the bottom of the third. Plainsmen leading this one 5-0. The 1-0 pitch to Williams will miss high. So 2 balls and no strikes to start out Brady Nelson to Seth Williams. It's the first time where the Plainsmen have not had a base runner with 1 or less outs so far in this contest, as they've scored in every inning up to this point. 2 runs in the first, 3 runs in the second. 2-0 pitch to Williams. That one is swung on, skied into right center. That one is going to be caught by King to end off the inning. Plainsmen go 3 up, 3 down in the bottom of the third. We head to the top of the fourth. Due up for the Horseheads, it'll be Fleenor, DeCattrell, and Rose. After 3 complete, the Plainsmen lead this one 5-0. It's North Platte Plainsmen Baseball on the Plainsmen Radio Network and our YouTube channel.
This is Ken Rath.
Things for certain. This year, you're going places, and Adventure Bus and Charter can take you in style. Choose from a variety of coaches for large groups, youth groups, church groups, any group. With several locations in the heart of America, Adventure Bus is the convenient choice for group transportation when you travel locally or across the country. Adventure to great places.
Merchandise stand.
Your new home.
Why do they call it peg leg?
Well, the brewmaster does only have 1 leg.
I heard it happened many years ago. He was out there looking for the Floridian barley plant. Alligator came out, surprised him, snatched his leg right off. But he killed that alligator with his bare hands, kept the barley, and that's why the beer is so good.
Nah, that seems ridiculous, man.
That's what I heard. He was a mad scientist, but he had a huge explosion. So to save his life, he hid behind a keg of beer, but he did lose his leg. And ever since then, he brews beer as an homage to his leg.
Why was there a keg in a science lab, though?
Even mad scientists like drinking beer.
No, you have it all wrong. He was on his way home from brew school one day. He met a bear. He had to fight that bear off with a beer bottle.
Sounds suspicious.
Boys, this is a vasectomy gone wrong.
Bear off with a beer bottle.
Boys, this is a vasectomy gone.
Chad Fosdick from the people that you know and trust and the owner of Glass Doctor, Mr. Appliance, and Premier Rental Purchase. 3,403. That is the number of windshields, glass showers, windows, appliance repairs, and home furnishing sales our company's completed in 2021. That level of activity does not happen by accident or wouldn't continue if we did not provide the best value when you call any of our businesses to your home. We are committed to doubling that number in 2022, and I wanted to personally invite you to experience this unmatched service for yourself. Our teams at Glass Doctor, Mr. Appliance, and Premier Rental Purchase are ready to serve you today.
Online at jimmyjohns.com or stop by. Jimmy John's, where we get you your sandwiches freaky fast.
We're through 3 complete here from Billwood Field. The Plainsmen leading this one 5-0. John Willis with you on Citrus 3, our online radio streaming service. Mobile app available on Android and our YouTube page. First pitch, strike to the lefty, Bradley Fleenor. So count starts out, no balls and 1 strike from Carlton Perkins to Bradley Fleenor. 0-1 the count. Here's the pitch. That one will be skied up foul territory in the left field side. Stark giving it a look. It'll land out of play. So no balls and 2 strikes to start out Carlton Perkins to Bradley Fleenor. Casper has 4. Carlton Perkins to Bradley Fleenor. 1-2 the pitch. That one will miss low. So 2 balls, 2 strikes so far for Perkins through 3. No runs on 4 hits. He struck out 2 and has yet to give up a walk. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch from Perkins. 2-2 will miss low and inside. So count goes full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. A nice job by Fleenor after getting behind 0-2. He's fought back to make the count full. Three balls and 2 strikes. Perkins will step off. Again, his longest outing of the year is 4 innings, so we're getting to that point of the game where he's been going so far, as that one is going to be a chopped grounder just into center field between the 4-6 gap. It's a leadoff single for Bradley Fleenor. So now the Plainsmen and the Horseheads are equal in hits. Plainsmen just have been able to take advantage of their opportunities, leading this one 5-0. So bring up Grant DeCattrell, who's 0 for 1 with a strikeout so far in this contest. First pitch is a strike. Count will start out no balls and 1 strike here from Carlton Perkins to Grant DeCattrell. And Grant not in the lineup game 1, but has been in the lineup now the last 2 games for Casper. Here's the 0-1 pitch. On this low, it's now 1 ball and 1 strike. Ball gets away from Myers, but not enough for Fleenor to advance. So count just 1 ball, 1 strike from Perkins to DeCattrell. One the pitch. Perkins comes set. 1-1. That one will catch the inner half of the plate. It's now 1 ball and 2 strikes. Carlton Perkins to Grant DeCattrell. So 1-2 the count. Perkins comes set. Long pause as he comes set. The 1-2 will skip low and outside. So 2 balls, 2 strikes now. Carlton Perkins to Grant DeCattrell. Again, Plainsmen trying to fight for that playoff spot that will be secured coming up Tuesday. Tuesday is the last day of the first half here at the Independence League. So that one is going to be skied up into center field. Moving under it and making the catch is Connor Higgs. And it's the first out here in the top of the 4th. 1 retired off the bat of Grant DeCattrell. This will bring up the lefty Ethan Rose, who is 1 for 1 with a single so far in this one. Again, now the big game that the Plainsmen will look to is the Western Nebraska Canyon County game, which was set to start at 3:08. The point streak still telling me it's in the pregame of that one. First pitch to Ethan Rose, big swing and a miss off the fastball. So no balls and 1 strike to start out Carlton Perkins to Ethan Rose. No balls and 1 strike, the count will start. 0-1 will miss low and in, so count will even out 1 ball and 1 strike. One the pitch. Perkins comes set. That one will miss low and inside, so it's now 2 balls and 1 strike. And excuse me on the Western Nebraska game, that's 3:08 their time, so 3:08 in Gehring, which is an hour behind us. So they are actually just about to get started over at Oregon Trail Park Stadium. So big game to watch for the Plainsmen, but also got to focus on this one here. They lead this one 5-0. The 2-1 pitch from Perkins to Rose. That one will be swung on, fouled off the foot of Rose. Little hobbly after that one. Count evens out 2 balls, 2 strikes. Rose trying to walk it off. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes here from Carlton Perkins, the righty to the lefty Ethan Rose. Again, Bradley Fleenor stands at first after his leadoff single, and then Grant DeCattrell flew out to center field. So 1 gone here in the top of the 4th. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Perkins comes set. The 2-2 pitch on its way. Swung on, fouled over near the Plainsman dugout. So count will even out 2 balls, 2 strikes as J.M. Kelly, the head coach, makes a nice catch off the bounce. So a roar of applause for the head coach. 2 balls, 2 strikes here. Carlton Perkins to Ethan Rose. With 1 gone here in the top of the 4th. Plainsmen leading this one 5-0. Perkins comes set with the 2-2. Now I'll try to pick off Fleenor. Unsuccessful attempt as Fleenor is back in their standing. So still a 2-2 count here from the 2-2 pitch. Misses high. Check swing by Rose. He was not close to going, so count is full. 3 balls and 2 strikes from Carlton Perkins to Ethan Rose. Chris Burke stands on deck for Casper with the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes from Carlton Perkins to Ethan Rose. Perkins comes set with the 3-2. 3-2 pitch is skied up. Foul, out of play. So count remains 3 balls, 2 strikes from Carlton Perkins to Ethan Rose. Over in the Great Plains division, Badlands is pretty much wrapped up winning the first half, so they will host a playoff game in the Great Plains division. They sit at 16-9. They are 2.5 games ahead of Canyon County. Canyon County, a team that's on a 4-game losing streak. 3 balls and 2 strikes. That one is going to be lined to second. Williams flips it to second. There will be no play to first. So Rose reaches on the fielder's choice, and now 2 gone as Fleenor is caught on his way to second. As Williams actually muffled it a bit. If he had got it cleanly, it might have been a double play, but that one was lined extremely sharply off the bat by Rose. Plainsmen get the leadoff base runner. So now 2 gone and a runner on first with Rose, who reaches on the fielder's choice. Chris Burke, who's 0 for 1 with a flyout, steps in. First pitch to Burke, catches the top part of the strike zone, no balls and 1 strike. For the Nebraska Land Division, 4 of the 5 teams are still technically in it. I don't know if it would be mathematically possible for the Prospects. They're only 3 games behind a first in 5th place, last place in the Nebraska Land. As that one misses low and away, it's now 1 ball, 1 strike. For Gem City, they are 8.5 games out of first in last place over in the Great Plains, so Nebraska Land has just been a lot closer so far in the first half. 1 ball, 1 strike to Chris Burke. 1-1 pitch will catch the bottom part of the zone. 1 ball and 2 strikes. But for the Fremont Moo in 4th place, who sit at 12-11, they would pretty much have to win out and hope that the top 3 in front of them lose out. So it would be tough for Fremont as well. Really, the main competitors right now for first would be Western Nebraska, Hastings, and North Platte. After Fremont lost a game to Gem City yesterday, Hastings also lost as well. That's why they moved to 2nd place, Western Nebraska to 1st. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Burke. That one is grounded to third, but it'll go foul on the left field side. So count will remain 1 ball and 2 strikes from Carlton Perkins to Chris Burke. So 1-2, Perkins to Chris Burke. Burke, the 8-hitter for the Horseheads. 1 ball and 2 strikes, Perkins. The pitch will miss low and away, so it's now 2 balls, 2 strikes. For the Horseheads in the Great Plains division, they are 7.5 games out of first, so with only a couple days left in the first half, they will not be winning the first half. They'll try to look to the second half to see if they can get something going there. As it's 2 balls, 2 strikes, Perkins comes set, righty to righty with 2 gone in the top of the 4th. 2-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3, strikeout number 3 for Carlton Perkins, and that'll end off the top of the 4th. No runs on 1 hit, no errors. They leave 1 on base. Way to the bottom of the 4th. 2 up for the Plainsmen. It'll be bottom of the order 7, 8, and 9 with Johnson, Myers, and Leiden. After 3.5, Plainsmen lead this one 5-0. It's North Platte Plainsmen Baseball on the Plainsmen Radio Network and our YouTube channel. Here.
Chuck Heeman, operating owner of your North Platte Plainsmen. Stop by Jerry Remus Chevrolet, the only full-service dealer in North Platte and the surrounding area. Get your car worked on in our beautiful body shop. While you're there, check out the new and used inventory at Jerry Remus Chevrolet on South Jefferson in North Platte.
I've got the keys to your new car, Jerry Remus Chevrolet.
Locally in North Platte and Birdwood Beef, we are pleased to offer you the beef our family has raised and loved for years, and we are here to ensure you know exactly where your beef comes from. Our cattle are raised on vast grassland pastures in the Nebraska Sandhills and are finished on grain produced on our farm. As a result, we produce well-marbled, high-quality beef. Birdwood Beef has one primary source, Star Cattle Company, our family farm and ranch since 1912, located right here in Lincoln County. We currently sell dry-age individual cuts and bundles online at birdwoodbeef.com and whole, half, quarter, or 8th beef locally in North Platte and Lincoln, Nebraska. We also ship nationwide every Monday. Place your order today at birdwoodbeef.com and follow Birdwood Beef on Facebook and Instagram to learn more about your local beef producer. Birdwood Beef, ranch-raised, grain-finished Nebraska beef.
Dealer. Come and browse our new and used Toyota cars, SUVs, trucks, and
Chad Fosdick from the people that you know and trust and the owner of Glass Doctor, Mr. Appliance, and Premier Rental Purchase. 3,403. That is the number of windshields, glass showers, windows, appliance repairs, and home furnishing sales our company's completed in 2021. That level of activity does not happen by accident or wouldn't continue if we did not.
North Platte, or call us at 308-532-8400. That's 308-532-8400.
Toyota, let's go places. Back here for the bottom of the 4th with the Plainsmen leading this one 5-0 over the Casper Horseheads, trying to complete the 3-game sweep over Casper here this afternoon. Brady Nelson remains on the mound. He'll face 7, 8, and 9 here in the bottom of the 4th. Lucas Johnson, who's 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored, he leads things off as he skies one into left field. Garcia moving under it. He will make the catch kind of near the foul line, so a quick 1 pitch out for the Plainsmen here in the bottom of the 4th. So now this will bring up Griffin Myers, again the 6'4 lefty out of Washington State. For Myers so far in this one, he's 0 for 1 with a ground out. Grounded out back in the 2nd. Lefty steps in with 1 gone, nobody on for the Plainsmen. Again, Plainsmen and Casper both with 5 hits. The Horseheads have left 5 runners on base, though. For the Plainsmen, they have scored 5 runs. Nelson looks on, ready for the first pitch here to Griffin Myers. The second time he's seen Myers now, righty to lefty. First pitch, foul back. It'll hit the press box. So no balls and 1 strike, the count will start. So 0-1, the count starts. Here from Brady Nelson to Griffin Myers. Nelson kicks and deals the 0-1. 0-1 is fouled back to the screen. So it's now no balls and 2 strikes from Brady Nelson to Griffin Myers. Myers, the lefty, batting 8th. Defensively, he is catching for the Plainsmen here today. No balls and 2 strikes. Brady Nelson looks on to Griffin Myers. The 0-2 pitch. That one is going to be swung on, skied into left field again. Garcia moving under it. He makes the catch and 2 flyouts to left field to lead off this bottom of the 4th. For the Plainsmen, there's now 2 gone. So now this will bring up Carson Lyden, who was hit by a pitch in his first plate appearance. He was hit in that right foot. He later scored the 5th run of the game for the Plainsmen in that second inning. Righty to lefty with 2 gone, nobody on for the Plainsmen here in the bottom of the 4th. As Brady Nelson comes set ready for the first pitch here to Carson Lyden. He swings at the first one and fouls it off on the left field side. So no balls and 1 strike. The count will start here from Brady Nelson to Carson Lyden. Oh, and 1 here, Nelson to Lyden. Here's the 0-1 pitch. 0-1, that one is going to be smoked into center field and in through for a base hit. So it's a 2-out single for Carson Lyden, and it's now back to the top of the order for the Plainsmen with Garrett Thompson. Thompson struck out in his first appearance and then had a sacrifice fly RBI back in the second to score Seth Williams. That one was shallow and foul territory. Williams took a chance. The throw was close, but Williams was able to slide under the tag. Thompson steps in ready for his 3rd at-bat here in the bottom of the 4th. Brady Nelson comes set ready for the first pitch here to Garrett Thompson. That one is going to be grounded and just past the glove of Fleenor into right field for a base hit. Carson Lyden is rounding second. He's going to make it into 3rd. So now runners at the corners for the Plainsmen here at the bottom of the 4th. So 2 straight singles with 1 out, and the Plainsmen have something brewing here, as this will bring up Bryce Zimmerer, who is 2 for 2, a double, a single, 2 RBIs, and a run scored. Zimmerer, the lefty, steps in with 2 gone. Plainsmen now out hitting the Horseheads 7-5 after being equal headed into the bottom of the 4th. Zimmerer steps in with 2 gone, runners at the corners. Is a pitcher, a right-handed pitcher warming up for Casper in their bullpen. As Nelson first pitch taking off for second base is Thompson, but it was fouled back by Zimmerer. So Thompson will have to trot back to first. So count starts out, no balls and 1 strike here from Brady Nelson to Bryce Zimmerer. No balls and 1 strike to start out the lefty Bryce Zimmerer. Nelson trying to make it through the 4th. No balls and 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Zimmerer. That one is called a strike in the inside bottom corner, so it's now no balls and 2 strikes. The starter for Casper went 7 innings yesterday with Roger Ring. He ended up having a no decision in the contest, giving up 3 runs on 9 hits. Addison Southwick ended up taking the loss for Casper yesterday. He allowed the winning run for North Platte. No balls and 2 strikes. Nelson comes set, looks on to Zimmerer. Thompson will take off for second before the pitch is thrown. Thompson is going to be safe, and now taking off for home is Carson Lyden. The Plainsmen with the double steal. They continue to work the base paths, and they now lead this one 6-0. Well, that's Plainsman baseball at its finest right there. As Carson Lyden with a nice heads-up play. After seeing Thompson take off for second, and Thompson beat out the throw even though a pitch wasn't thrown. Nelson took forever to notice that he had taken off, turned around and snapped it back to Baker. Baker couldn't apply the tag. 0-2 now to Zimmerer with Thompson at second. 6-0 now Plainsman lead. 0-2 grounded to short, a soft grounder. Baker throwing a first, hard grounder, as that'll be the end of the inning, as that'll get him. But the Plainsmen score 1 run on 2 hits. No errors. They leave 1 on base. We head to the top of the 5th, 2 up for the Horseheads. It'll be 9-1-2 with King, Rowe, and Baker. After 4 complete, 6-0 Plainsmen lead it. It's North Platte Plainsmen baseball on the Plainsmen Radio Network.
Hi, I'm Buffalo Bill, here at Bill Woodfield. Let's play ball.
This is Christina Willard, Director of Sales of Marketing for the North Platte Plainsmen. Pizza, like baseball, is America's pastime, and what better place to get pizza than your local Domino's? Happening now, you can get 20% off on regular orders. There is a coupon available online, and you can also come in or call, and we will apply this killer deal to your purchase. This deal is available for carry-out or delivery. Visit us at 1815 West A Street in North Platte, order online at Domino's.com, or call us at 308-534-0400. That's 308-534-0400. Domino's.
Let's see what these state champs are all about. Oh!
At Great Plains Foot and Ankle Specialists, we strive to make sure each and every one of our patients receives the highest level of care with individualized treatment plans. Our extensively trained doctors will listen to you and make recommendations based on your individual wants and needs. Whether it's something as seemingly simple as a swollen foot or ankle, complications related to diabetes, or an injury that requires surgery, we're here to help. Some of the services available by our providers include, but aren't limited to, the care and treatment of corns, calluses, and warts, custom-made orthodontics, diabetic foot care, arthritis, reconstructive foot and ankle surgery, foot and ankle trauma, fungal nails, ingrown toenails, heel and arc pain, pediatric foot care, sports injuries, and wound care. Visit us at 815 South Maple Street in North Platte. Phone number 308-532-3600. Again, 308-532-3600.
NorthPlattePlainsmen.com.
For a beautiful lawn and landscape, head to Hibner's. They have everything you need to have a successful and enjoyable yard and garden.
Field for the top of the 5th. John Willis with you on the Plainsman Radio Network and our YouTube channel. Start out the top of the 5th. Plainsman leading this one 6-0. Excited to be joined by infielder Cade Wood. His first pitch is in there for a strike to start out Jake King. And Cade, first off, thank you for joining me here for the top of the 5th. And just, man, how have you been joining your time here in North Platte? You're one of the guys who have been here the longest so far. So how have you been joining?
I was one of the first people to move in. It's my pleasure. I love this place, man. I wouldn't want to be anywhere else for the summer. It's a great place to be. A lot of good guys showed up. A lot of guys just bonded in the first week. We've all just been, like, really close. Wouldn't want to be anywhere else, though. It's a really cool place. It's really small. It's a little small, but, hey, there's a good small-town vibe. Like, it's a good place you want to be at.
And you mentioned, like, there was kind of some uncertainty from some players about coming to North Platte, but the community seems to have really rallied around the team.
Man.
Have you noticed that?
Yes. We were all a little nervous. We're all, like, from a bunch of different places. We got guys from Texas, New Mexico, all over the place. And we were all a little nervous to be in a new place, far from home, hours away. But the community really drew us in. And right when we first stepped on the field, the very first day, everybody in the community, we had 1,500 or some shit like that. Some stuff like that, some stuff like that, and they literally just rallied around us and just made us want to be a family with them.
Yeah, that first home series was a really fun one for us, averaging over 1,000, and leadoff single for Jake King. He now stands at first. Tucker Rowe now 2-0 to Carlton Perkins, so assistant coach Eric Sandos will come and talk with Perkins. But you mentioned the closeness of the guys, especially with, we're not early in the season anymore, but, you guys bonded really quickly, and even the new guys, they have always talked about how they seemed to be so welcomed by everybody on the team. So how have you guys been able to bond so quickly?
Oh, it had to be that first road. That first route when we first got here, we were here for like 2 weeks, and then we went on the road to Idaho, and we were on a bus for like 10 hours or something, and we all just kicked it. For the first like 7 hours, no one slept. We all just bonded over that, and we just made it where we all wanted to figure out who each other were and really wanted to figure out what made us a part of the team, what made us click together. And right whenever that 7 hours hit, we were all together, and no one else wanted to leave. No one wants to leave. And even with all new guys coming and stuff, no one's wanting to leave. No one's going to leave, it feels like, because everyone wants to be like a brotherhood here. And that's why I think we're winning a lot more games. Like we are, because it's not about, we just smash balls over the wall, we smash balls in the gap. No, we play together as a team. Like, we get hit, we wear pitches, we do the little things for each other. It's not like we just want to play just to get our numbers, just to get our swings in. We're all in here like as a family, as a team, wanting to win, wanting to do the best we can for each other.
Well, you guys might not have slept. I know I crashed right when we got on the bus after that long game with Western Nebraska as a walk to Tucker Row. There's now runners at first and second. Nobody out here in the top of the fifth for the Horseheads with Dylan Baker coming up to the plate. Just what have you enjoyed so much? And, do you have a favorite memory so far this season? You mentioned you've been one of the guys who have been here since the beginning. Do you have a favorite memory so far, favorite game? I know you guys have had some really fun ones, especially the one yesterday. So
far, my favorite game, it would be a road game. It was at the Moose Stadium. We hit a walk-off up the middle, but the whole game, it was a close game, like one run the whole game. It was raining, downpour. We were just fighting through so much adversity. And every time we were in the field, it was just dumping rain on us. So we felt like we had something to prove, because every time they went in the field and we ripped it back, it quit raining. So it felt like we had something to fight against us. Like we weren't just playing baseball. We had something to fight against. So it made us want it more. And right whenever we all pushed through and made that big win together, that was our first walk-off there. So we were like, yeah, this is the team. Like, this is the guys that want to do it. And we could just see it as I was playing in that game. I could see the other team rolling over and giving up. But every play, every single ground ball, every pitch, our team is just there. Good turn, Garrett.
You mentioned
G-Money.
4-6-3 double play. And so now the Plainsmen a chance to get out of it is now 2 out here in the top of the fifth. And, everybody we've talked to said there's a lot of characters on this team. And it seems like there's just a lot of good vibes going on with the team. So what can you say about that and your teammates?
That's the best way you can put it. We're some characters. We are some goofballs. Like, we're here for baseball, and there's look at that. Look at Seth over there just making some goofy play afterwards, right after we bring that up. But yes, we are some goofballs. There's no telling what's going to come out of our mouths. Every inning, every between inning. Like, if you look over here on the video, we have guys playing hacky sack between innings. I brought that up like 2 weeks ago, and it's been a thing ever since. And like that, it's just we're some goofs. Like, we all just want to have fun. And even when we're on the bench, we're all just having fun no matter what. Like, even like you usually sit the bench and you're like moping around. You don't want to be in the game. But right now, like, we're all jumping around, just running around on the field, just wanting to be here still, even when you're not in the game.
Well, a line out by Garcia ends up the top half of the fifth, so the Plainsmen get out of it after the 2 leadoff base runners. No runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on base. This has been Cade Wood. Appreciate you stopping by.
I appreciate you.
We'll be back for the bottom of the fifth on the North Platte Plainsmen Radio Network.
When you're new.
At Great Plains Foot and Ankle Specialists, we strive to make sure each and every one of our patients receives the highest level of care with individualized treatment plans. Our extensively trained doctors will listen to you and make recommendations based on your individual wants and needs. Whether it's something as seemingly simple as a swollen foot or ankle, complications related to diabetes, or an injury that requires surgery, we're here to help. Some of the services available by our providers include, but aren't limited to, the care and treatment of corns, calluses, and warts, custom-made orthodontics, diabetic foot care, arthritis, reconstructive foot and ankle surgery, foot and ankle trauma, fungal nails, ingrown toenails, heel and arc pain, pediatric foot care, sports injuries, and wound care. Visit us at 815 South Maple Street in North Platte. Phone number 308-532-3600. Again,
So the Plainsmen get out of kind of a tough spot there in the top of the fifth after the first 2 batters got on at first and second. They end up allowing no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on base. Connor Flagg will lead things off for the Plainsmen here in the bottom of the fifth. Big thanks to Cade Wood for talking to us. He's one of the life forces behind this Plainsmen team, always trying to get everybody pumped up in the dugout, always having a whole lot of fun. So big thanks to Cade Wood for talking to us there in the top of the fifth. First pitch to Connor Flagg is in there for a strike. No balls and 1 strike to start out. Brady Nelson to Connor Flagg. Casper, it looks like another right-handed pitcher is up getting some warm-up pitches in their bullpen. 0-1 from Nelson to Flagg. That one will just catch the bottom part of the zone, so it's now no balls and 2 strikes. Here from Brady Nelson to Connor Flagg. So 0-2 the count, with nobody out to lead off this bottom half of the 5th inning. 0-2, off speed will miss outside, so now 1 ball and 2 strikes. from Brady Nelson to Connor Flagg. Again, Cade Wood, off day for him today. We'll learn a little bit more about him and his experiences so far with the team. We'll continue to do those spotlights throughout the season. As the 1-2 pitch to Flagg will miss low. It's now 2 balls, 2 strikes. Got the pleasure of talking live in-game with now Seth Williams. We talked with Connor Higgs yesterday in the 4th, who ended up hitting the walk-off later that game in a pinch hit situation, and then today getting the opportunity to talk with Cade Wood. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. That one will miss low. 3 straight balls. Count now goes full. 3 balls, 2 strikes from Brady Nelson to Connor Flagg. And we're here in the bottom of the 5th. Plainsmen leading this one 6-0, but only out hitting the Horseheads by 1, 7-6. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Here is the pitch from Nelson. 3-2 misses low. After going ahead 0-2, Nelson pitches 4 straight balls. It's also the first walk of the game for Nelson. Second free base given up as he did hit Carson Lynham by a pitch. So now let's bring up Oscar Stark, who is 0 for 1. He grounded out in the 3rd, but had a sacrifice fly back in the 1st. The righty steps in with nobody out, and Connor Flagg standing at first. They'll try to pick off Flagg. Flagg is just back in there. So still a fresh count here from Brady Nelson to Oscar Stark. That pitch misses low and away, so count will now move 1 ball and no strikes. So 1-0, the count starts here from Brady Nelson to Oscar Stark. Stark getting his 3rd at bat of this one here in the bottom of the 5th, with the Plainsmen leading this one 6-0. 1-0. Fastball down the heart of the plate. 1 ball and 1 strike. The count will now even out from Brady Nelson to Oscar Stark. So 1-1 the count now here to Oscar Stark, as now they will try to pick off Flagg again. Flagg is back in there sliding. So still 1 ball and 1 strike here from Brady Nelson to Oscar Stark. 1-1 the pitch. Check swing, but it'll be in there anyways. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to Oscar Stark. One ball, 2 strikes. Pitch to Stark. That one is going to be grounded. Diving stop by the shortstop, Baker. Long throw onto first will get away into foul territory. Connor Flagg will go to 3rd. Stark now stands at 2nd. So runners in scoring position with nobody out here in the bottom of the 5th. So that'll go down as a single for Stark. He advances to 2nd on the error. It's the first error of the game for the Horseheads. And the Horseheads are a team that are have committed the most errors of any team in the Independence League so far this season. Connor Higgs steps in, who's 0 for 2 with a line out and a ground out. He comes in with runners at 2nd and 3rd and nobody out here in the bottom of the 5th. Plainsmen already with a 6-0 lead. First pitch here to Higgs. That one is going to be lined into right field. It's down for a base hit. 1 run will score. Oscar Stark rounds 3rd. Connor Higgs is digging for 2nd. He will be in there. It's a 2 RBI double for Connor Higgs. And the Plainsmen extend their lead here in the bottom of the 5th. So Plainsmen keep the runs going as they now lead this one 8-0 here in the bottom of the 5th. Now this will bring up Seth Williams, who's 1 for 2, a single, a run scored, and a flyout so far for him. Again, pitchers have been up in the bullpen for Casper, but for now they will stick with Brady Nelson, who has now given up 8 runs on 9 hits. The lefty Williams steps in with still nobody out. Connor Higgs standing at second. First pitch to Williams will miss low and away, so 1 ball and no strikes. To start out, Brady Nelson to Seth Williams. One ball, no strikes. Nelson comes set. 1-0 pitch. That one will miss low. It's now 2 balls and no strikes from Brady Nelson to Seth Williams. Horseheads still looking for their first defensive out here in the bottom of the 5th. Now trailing this one 8-0. 2 balls and no strikes. Here's the pitch. It'll miss high. So now 3 balls and no strikes from Brady Nelson to Seth Williams. See how much longer Nelson goes, especially if he walks Williams here. There's now a lefty warming up in the Casper bullpen as the 3-0 will just catch the inside bottom corner. It's the first strike of the at-bat. 3 balls, 1 strike from Brady Nelson to Seth Williams. Righty to lefty with nobody out here in the bottom of the 5th. Plainsmen have scored 2 now. So they've scored in every inning up to this point except the 3rd. 2 in the 1st, 3 in the 2nd, 1 in the 4th, and now 2 here in the 5th and a chance for more. 3-1 pitch from Nelson. Will miss outside. So it's a 5-pitch walk. Plainsmen will have another base runner here in the 5th. As now out comes the head coach for the Horseheads, and this will likely be it here for Brady Nelson. We'll see, though. Come and talk with him. Not taking the ball yet, so maybe they will try to stick with him, see if he can finish out the 5th. But no, they will take him out. So they'll go to the bullpen. We'll meet the new pitcher when we come back. It's North Platte Plainsmen Baseball on the Plainsmen Radio Network and our YouTube channel.
For a beautiful lawn and landscape, head to Hibner's. They have everything you need to have a successful and enjoyable yard and garden, including healthy plants, hardy stock, premium fertilizers, and professional products, all at competitive prices. Get seasoned advice from Hibner's trusted staff, serving North Platte for 65 years. Hibner's Nursery Lawn and Garden Center, on the corner of 8th and Poplar.
James and Hershey.
Hi, this is Tommy B from the Nebraska.
At Great Plains Foot and Ankle Specialists, we strive to make sure each and every one of our patients receives the highest level of care with individualized treatment plans. Our extensively trained doctors will listen to you and make recommendations based on your individual wants and needs. Whether it's something as seemingly simple as a swollen foot or ankle, complications related to diabetes, or an injury that requires surgery, we're here to help. Some of the services available by our providers include, but aren't limited to, the care and treatment of corns, calluses, and warts, custom-made orthodontics, diabetic foot care, arthritis, reconstructive foot and ankle surgery, foot and ankle trauma, fungal nails, ingrown toenails, heel and arc pain, pediatric foot care, sports injuries, and wound care. Visit us at 815 South Maple Street in North Platte. Phone number 308-532-3600. Again, 308-532-3600.
Baseball is America's pastime, and what better place to get people?
The career that drives you? When you drive for adventure, you'll find the freedom to live a life you love while seeing the country. Because with adventure, you control when and where you drive, whether it's near or far. Choose from a variety of travel opportunities with competitive pay and adventure to great places. Go to driveadventure.com and apply today. All drivers must be 25 years old with an active CDL.
Well, the Horseheads are going to the bullpen for Brady Nelson. He ends up going 4 innings, 8 runs, possibly 10 if the 2 on the base pass came around to score. 9 hits, 1 strikeout, 2 walks, and 1 hit batter. It's our first pitching change of this one for either team. Brian McClelland will take his place. The 6'4 lefty plays his college ball at Lynn Benton Junior College from Philomath, Oregon. He comes in to try to slow things down. 3 appearances. He's pitched 7 1/3, 11 earned runs, 11 hits, 2 strikeouts, 4 walks. He has an 0-1 record and a 13.50 ERA. The lefty will come in and try to stop the bleeding, or at least slow it down here in the bottom of the 5th. This will bring up Lucas Johnson, who's also 1 for 2. Single and a score, and then a flyout in his other plate appearance. Johnson, the righty, steps in. With runners at first and second, still nobody out here in the bottom of the 5th. Both runners will take off as that one bounces in the dirt. So it's a stolen base for both Connor Higgs and Seth Williams, and now 2 runners in scoring position, 1 ball and no strikes to start out the at-bat to Lucas Johnson. Again, the 2 runners on the base pass currently are the responsibility of Brady Nelson if they come around to score. 1-0 pitch will miss outside, so now 2 balls and no strikes, the count starts. Two balls, no strikes. Now Johnson skies that one into right field. Rose taking some steps to his left. Now tagging is Connor Higgs. He will score from third. Seth Williams advances to third. And it's now 9-0 off the sacrifice
here at historic Billwood Field. We'd love it if you could make it out to Billwood Field for every home game, but for the road games, reminder to listen along on Citrus 3 and our new app available on Google Play. Go Plainsmen!
We're through 5 complete here from Billwood Field. John Willis with you on the Plainsman Radio Network and our YouTube channel. Plainsmen, it's been all Plainsmen, as they lead this one 9-0 as we start out this top half of the 6th inning. Braden Morrow will lead things off for the Horseheads. Here in the top of the 6th, Carlton Perkins remains on the mound, who again got into a little bit of trouble back in the top of the 5th with the leadoff single and then a walk. But then a 4-6-3 double play and a line out to end off the inning to keep this game where it was at the time, as that first pitch will miss inside. Count starts at 1 ball and no strikes from Carlton Perkins to Braden Morrow. Morrow again 1 for 2, a single for him in the first, a fly out in the third. This is his 3rd plate appearance of this one here in the top of the 6th. 1-0 by Morrow. That one is struck into shallow center field. It'll get down just in front of Higgs. So it's a leadoff single for Braden Morrow. So Carlton Perkins has now given up a hit in every inning so far. 2 hits in the first. But up until this point has been able to get out of it. So this will bring up Bradley Fleenor, who's also 1 for 2, a single and a ground out for him. The lefty steps in with nobody away and a runner on first with Morrow. First pitch misses outside, 1 ball and no strikes to start out Carlton Perkins to Bradley Fleenor. The 1-0 pitch, Perkins comes set. 1-0 is swung on and missed, so 1 ball, 1 strike, the count will even out. Again, Plainsman leading this one 9-0 here in the top of the 6th. Trying to complete the 3-game sweep over the Casper Horseheads. 1-1 pitch. Swung on and missed again. It's now 1 ball and 2 strikes from Carlton Perkins. Facing Bradley Fleenor. 3 strikeouts so far for Perkins through 5 innings. Who threw 8 2/3 up to this point at pitch 14. 1-2 is grounded foul on the first base side. So count still 1 ball and 2 strikes from Carlton Perkins to Bradley Fleenor. That one is going to be struck into left center. The catch will be made by Connor Flagg. And now 1 gone here in the top of the 6th. So now this will bring up Grant DeCattrell. DeCattrell in this one is 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a flyout so far in this one. The righty comes in with 1 away and a runner on first here in the top of the 6th, with the Horseheads trailing this one 9-0, only being out hit though 9-7. So that first pitch will skip in the dirt. It'll be a wild pitch. Braden Morrow will advance to second as it gets away from Griffin Myers. So count starts out 1 ball and no strikes from Carlton Perkins to Grant DeCattrell. One 1-0 pitch. Will catch the bottom part of the zone. So 1 ball, 1 strike. The count will even out here from Carlton Perkins to Grant DeCattrell. Again, 3rd time through the order now for Carlton Perkins. In his 6th inning of work, he's pitched 5 1/3. His longest outing so far this season, his longest previous, was his first game against Gem City, where he went 4 innings in that start. 1 ball, 1 strike. Perkins looks on to DeCattrell. 1-1 pitch is in there for a strike. 1 ball and 2 strikes now from Perkins to DeCattrell. One ball and 2 strikes with 1 away here in the top of the 6th. Runner at second. Here's the 1-2 pitch. 1-2 will miss low. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. The count evens out here from Perkins to DeCattrell. Ethan Rose stands on deck, has reached base both times so far today. Two balls, 2 strikes. Perkins comes set. 2-2 pitch on its way. That one is going to freeze him up, gets him looking. It's strikeout number 4 for Carlton Perkins, and now 2 gone here in the top of the 6th. So now this will bring up Ethan Rose, the lefty. Rose comes in. He is singled, and then he reached on a fielder's choice back in the 4th. Lefty steps in with a runner in scoring position. The Horseheads have left at least 1 runner on base every inning up to this point. Looking to avoid doing the same again here in the top of the 6th. Perkins comes set, ready for the first pitch here to Ethan Rose. First pitch will catch the inner half of the plate. No balls and 1 strike to start out Carlton Perkins to Ethan Rose. Rose getting his 3rd at bat. Again, single for him in the 2nd. Fielder's choice as he grounded a liner to second base to Williams, who got the leadoff runner headed to second. As the 0-1 swung on and missed. It's now no balls and 2 strikes. So 0-2 here, Perkins to Rose, with 2 gone and a runner on second. Oh-2 the count. Here's the pitch from Perk. 0-2, that one is going to be lined into center field and caught by Connor Higgs. So again, the Plainsmen leave a Horsehead runner stranded on the base path. No runs on 1 hit, no errors. They leave 1 on base. We head to the bottom of the 6th. 2 up for the Plainsmen. It'll be 2, 3, and 4 with Zimmer, Flagg, and Stark. After 5 1/2, Plainsmen lead this one 9-0. It's North Platte Plainsmen Baseball on the Plainsmen Radio Network and our YouTube channel.
For a beautiful lawn and landscape, head to Hiddeners. They have everything you need to have a successful and enjoyable yard and garden, including healthy plants, hardy stock, premium fertilizers, and professional products, all at competitive prices. Get seasoned advice from Hiddeners' trusted staff, serving North Platte for 67 years. Hiddeners Nursery Lawn and Garden Center, on the corner of 8th and Poplar.
Today.
Memories is proud to be the official photographer of your Plainsmen. Developing Memories Professional Photo Studio downtown North Platte has been capturing all your priceless memories from the little leagues to the majors, hitting grand slams with their professional quality and stealing your hearts as you see those priceless photos of your kids rolling over, then their toothless smiles, their dimples, their freckles, to showing off who they are in their senior photos. Developing Memories has been in the game for 20 years, and though getting your photos taken might not be quite as much fun as cheering on your favorite team, Developing Memories does make the photo sessions a fun and enjoyable experience. Come experience the difference at Developing Memories downtown North Platte. Quality photos, enjoyable experience, and affordable with no session fees. And be sure to check out our $20 mini sessions and $15 school packages. We're developing memories into photos to last you a lifetime.
From Billwood Field for the bottom of the 6th, where the Plainsmen lead the Casper Horseheads 9-0, trying to complete the 3-game sweep here and improve to 16-10. Bryce Zimmerer will lead things off for the Plainsmen here in the bottom of the 6th, who is 2 for 3, a single, a double, 2 RBIs, a run scored, and a ground out to short in his last appearance back in the 4th. Brian McClelland will stand on the mound. He did a pretty solid job coming in for Brady Nelson in not a great spot. Got Lucas Johnson to hit a sacrifice fly. Myers flew out to short. He hit Carson Lyman by a pitch and then got Garrett Thompson to ground out to end off the inning, only letting one of those 2 runners on the base paths score for the Plainsmen back in the bottom of the 5th. First pitch is a strike to Zimmerer. No balls and 1 strike to start out the lefty McClelland to Bryce Zimmerer. No balls and 1 strike. The pitch, that one is going to be lined foul on the left field side. So no balls and 2 strikes from McClelland to Zimmerer. No balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch to Zimmerer. That one misses low and away. So it's now 1 ball and 2 strikes from Brian McClelland to Bryce Zimmerer. And Plainsmen have just been dominating this one from the first pitch. Have scored in every inning but the 3rd, as that one is chased by Zimmerer. Drop 3rd strike, throw into first will just be in time. So 1 away now in the bottom of the 6th. It's the first strikeout for Brian McClelland in his relief appearance. This will bring up Connor Flagg, who is 1 for 2. RBI triple for him back in the 1st. He later scored the 2nd run of the game for the Plainsmen. He then flew out in the 2nd, walked and scored again in the 5th. Part of that 3-run bottom of the 5th where 8 batters came to the plate for the Plainsmen in that inning. 1 gone now. First pitch to Connor Flagg. That one is skied up. Shallow center field. The second baseman, Rowe, calling for it. He makes the catch, and quickly 2 gone here in the bottom of the 6th. So now this will bring up Oscar Stark. Stark, sacrifice fly RBI for him back in the 1st. He grounded out in the 3rd. And then a single and a score for him in the 8th. The righty steps in with 2 gone, nobody on for the Plainsmen here in the bottom of the 6th, with the Plainsmen leading this one 9-0. McClelland comes set, ready for the first pitch here to Oscar Stork. First pitch will miss a little low and away, so 1 ball and no strikes to start out Brian McClelland to Oscar Stork. One 1-0, the count starts from McClelland to Stark. Here's the 1-0 pitch. 1-0, that one will miss little away. 2 balls and no strikes. Again, Eli Cox is the home plate umpire. Kurt Schmidt is in the field. Cox has umped all 3 of the games. This is the first one he's been behind the plate in this series. 2 balls and no strikes. McClelland comes set. Here's the 2-0. That one will just catch the inside bottom corner. So 2 balls and 1 strike now from McClelland to Oscar Stark. Strikeout by Zimmerer, then a fly out by Flagg for the first 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. 2 balls and 1 strike. 2-1 skips in the dirt. So it's now 3 balls and 1 strike from McClelland to Stark. (3-1) the pitch. McClelland comes set. 3-1 on its way. They'll skip in the dirt again. So that's a 5-pitch walk. Stark will head to first. And now this will bring up Connor Higgs. Higgs, the lefty, is 1 for 3. Line out in the 1st, ground out in the 3rd, and then a 2 RBI double for him back in the 5th. He also scored the 9th run of the game for the Plainsmen. The lefty comes in with 2 gone, and now Stark standing on first. McClellan's first pitch to Higgs is in there for a strike. So 0-1 the count will start here from McClellan to Connor Higgs. No balls and 1 strike. McClellan comes set. Here's the 0-1. 0-1 will miss low and away, so count will even out 1 ball and 1 strike to Connor Higgs. Another score update in the Western Nebraska game. Again, big matchup that the Plainsmen are looking for in the race for first, as Western Nebraska is currently in first. Plainsmen half a game behind him. 4-3, Western Nebraska leads it in the bottom of the third as Fleenor, a half-hearted attempt to try to pick up a grounder, goes into right field. So it's a single there for Connor Higgs, 2 straight hits for him in his last 2 plate appearances. Now the Plainsmen have runners at first and second with 2 gone here in the bottom of the 6th. So now bring up Seth Williams with 2 gone, runners at first and second. Here in the bottom of the 6th, Williams a single and a score for him in the second, a fly out in the third, and then walked and stole a base in his last plate appearance back in the bottom of the 5th. Williams, the lefty, comes in with Higgs standing at first, Stark at second. First pitch will miss low and inside. 1 ball and no strikes to start out Brian McClelland to Seth Williams. One ball, no strikes. Williams has to duck out of the way of that one as that one misses well inside. It's now 2 balls and no strikes from McClelland to Williams. Count is at 2 balls, no strikes. McClellan comes set. The 2-0 pitch. This is low. So it's now 3 balls and no strikes from McClelland to Williams. McClellan comes set. 3 balls, no strikes. Pitch to Seth Williams. It will just catch the top part of the strike zone. So now 3 balls and 1 strike. From McClelland to Seth Williams. Lucas Johnson stands on deck if they end up getting to him. 3 balls, 1 strike. McClelland comes set. Here's the 3-1. It'll catch the inner half of the plate as Williams had to move out of the way of it, but it'll be in there. It's counts now full. 3 balls, 2 strikes from McClelland to Williams. So count at 3-2. McClellan comes set. Full count pitch. That one is going to be popped up foul territory. It is caught by Bradley Fleenor on the first base side, and that will retire the side. So for the Plainsmen in the bottom of the 6th, no runs on 1 hit, no errors. They leave 2 on base. We head to the top of the 7th. 2 up for the Horseheads. It'll be 8-9-1 with Burke, King, and Rowe. After 6 complete, Plainsmen lead this one 9-0. It's North Platte Plainsmen Baseball on the Plainsmen Radio Network and our YouTube channel.
I'm Alex Chun, the live broadcast intern for the North Platte Plainsmen of summer 2022. Just wanted to let you know, stop by your local North Platte Premier Toyota dealer. Come and browse our new and used Toyota cars, SUVs, trucks, and much more for sale. We offer in-store shopping, curbside pickup, or delivery. You can even take our cars for a test drive to see if this is the car for you. We have a talented team of automotive specialists, so come stop by at 2600 South Willow Street in North Platte, or call us at 308-532-8400. That's 308-532-8400.
Toyota, let's go places.
And all the tree products and soil supplements I...
Welcome to Scottsbluff County. From Scottsbluff National Monument to Chimney Rock, we are Nebraska's landmark country and a whole lot more. From our bountiful selection of scenic golf courses, our world-class zoo, the breathtaking Lake Minnetonka, and our family-friendly community events, we have something for you and your family year-round. Come visit Nebraska like you've never seen it. Your next experience awaits you in Scottsbluff County.
$10 to set up and $25 a month and no contracts.
This is Ken Rath.
Maple Park Dental Associates has the best quality dental care and the friendliest staff with top-notch dentists in 3 locations. You can be sure to get your regular checkups and cleanings, plus any dental care anyone in your family needs, including fillings, crowns, bridges, root canals, wisdom tooth extractions, implants, dentures, partials, straightening, and whitening. They can even help with those facial fine lines and wrinkles. Love your smile with the help of Maple Park Dental Associates with offices in North Platte, Sutherland, and Broken Bow.
Dive stand.
We're through 6 complete here from Billwood Field. The Plainsmen leading this one 9-0 as we start out the top of the 7th. John Willis with you on Plainsman Radio Network and our YouTube channel. It's our first runs of pitching change. Carlton Perkins, his day is done. He goes 6 innings, no runs, 7 hits, 4 strikeouts, and a walk. Garrett Oswald, the left-hander out of Southeast Community College, will step in and take his place. Oswald in 6 appearances. Pitched 12 2/3, giving up 10 earned runs, 11 runs total is the first pitch to Burke, misses high. 1 ball and no strikes, the count will start. 18 innings pitched, 15 strikeouts, 7 walks. He has an 0-2 record and a 7.10 ERA. 1 ball and no strikes. Here's the pitch to Burke. That one will be swung on, grounded to third. Stark is on it. Throwing to first is in time. So 1 retired now here in the top of the 7th. For Garrett Oswald as well, he's coming off of his best performance of the year. Pitched 2 innings against the Big Sticks on June 18th. No runs, 1 hit, 5 strikeouts, and no walks. So 5 of the 6 outs he got in his 2 innings were on strikeouts. So now this will bring up Jake King at the bottom of the order. He's 1 for 2 with a single and a fly out. First pitch to him from Oswald misses upstairs. 1 ball and no strikes. The count will start from Garrett Oswald to Jake King. The score holds through the last couple innings. Carlton Perkins would be set up for his first win of the season with North Platte as the 1-0. Skied up, shallow left field. Connor Flagg will make the catch. And 2 now gone here in the top of the 7th. So quick 2 outs to start out Garrett Oswald's appearance here for the Plainsmen. So this will bring up Tucker Rowe, who's 0 for 2. Fly out on a strikeout so far for him. He also walked back in the 5th. Top of the order here for the Casper Horseheads. Seven offensive outs now left to work with for Casper to score at least 9. That's if the Plainsmen aren't able to score any more. First pitch to Tucker Rowe. Off speed will miss inside. 1 ball and no strikes to start out Garrett Oswald to Tucker Rowe. Want to know the count starts. The 1-0 will catch the inside bottom corner. So now 1 ball and 1 strike from Garrett Oswald to Tucker Rowe again. Carlton Perkins, the starter, his best start of the year. 6 innings, no runs, 7 hits, 4 strikeouts, and 1 walk. The 1-1 pitch, swung on, chopped grounder over to the Plainsman dugout. So it's now 1 ball and 2 strikes from Garrett Oswald to Tucker Rowe. Rowe, the leadoff hitter for the 2nd straight day for Casper, as the 1-2 pitch is swung on and just fouled off by Rowe. So count still at 1-2. Baker was the leadoff hitter for Casper in Game 1, who was pinch hit for in the 7th inning by Brayton Wilms, but since then Tucker Rowe has led it off for the last 2 days for Casper. 1 ball and 2 strikes here. Garrett Oswald to Tucker Rowe with 2 gone, nobody on in the top of the 7th. The 1-2 will just miss a little high. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, the count now from Garrett Oswald to Tucker Rowe. Two balls, 2 strikes, the count with 2 gone. Plainsmen leading this one 9-0 here in the top of the 7th. Here's the 2-2 pitch. 2-2 misses high and in, so count now goes full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Oswald on to Tucker Rowe. Here's the full count pitch. That one will skip in the dirt well ahead of the plate, so it's a full count walk. Tucker Rowe will head to first. And now this will bring up Dylan Baker. Dylan Baker in this one is 2 for 3, 2 singles. He also grounded into a 4-6-3 double play in his last appearance back in the 5th. The righty steps in with 2 gone, and now Tucker Rose standing at first. First pitch, that one is going to be shot into left center. It's going to get down in the gap. Tucker Rowe will round third. He is going to score. And Casper finally gets off the goose egg. They score their first run of the game here in the top of the 7th. RBI double for Dylan Baker, who continues his hot hitting. He's now 3 for 4, 2 singles and a double. So now this will bring up Kenny Garcia, who is 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a lineout. The righty steps in with 2 gone, a runner on second. First pitch from Oswald. Will miss low and inside. 1 ball and no strikes. To start out Garrett Oswald to Kenny Garcia. Want to know the count? Oswald comes set. 1-0 to Garcia, misses upstairs. It's now 2 balls and no strikes. Two balls, no strikes. That one is going to be struck well into right field. Zimmer moving back to the warning track. He'll make the catch, and that'll end off the inning. Horseheads score 1 run on 1 hit, no errors. They leave 1 on base. Way to the bottom of the 7th, 2 up for the Plainsmen. It'll be 7, 8, and 9 with Johnson, Myers, and Leiden. It's stretch time here from Billwood Field. After 6.5, the Plainsmen lead this one 9-1. It's North Platte Plainsmen Baseball on the Plainsmen Radio Network and our YouTube channel.
Number 2 pencils. 2 pencils, check. 24 markers, check. 2 pink erasers, check. 3 ring notebook, check. You'll be shopping for a lot of things for school, but what's more important than your school photos? Pencils will break, markers will get lost, but your school photos will capture that moment forever. They won't just be on display this year at the house, but on your grandma's fridge, and even on display at your graduation. How many years from now? When you're shopping for something this priceless, quality matters. Come experience the difference at Developing Memories Professional Photo Studio, downtown North Platte. You'll experience professional quality with over 20 years of experience, professional developing, a fun, relaxed environment, and to top it all off, you get to choose your favorite photo and select from any of our 20 different school backgrounds. Photo packages that contain photos for your wall and also to share with grandparents, aunts, and uncles start at just $15. You can even toss in a magnet for grandma's fridge and a keychain for yourself. That's right, $15 and over 20 different school backgrounds for your school photos. So show off those missing teeth, those cheesy smiles, those dimples, and those freckles. We're developing memories into photos to last you a lifetime, downtown North Platte.
97, Nebraska Athletic Club has been North Platte's club. This is Tommy V inviting all of you to come and celebrate our 25th anniversary with us at an open house Saturday, June 4th from 3 to 5 p.m. We're going to draw for prizes and memberships, and our grand prize is going to be a lifetime membership. And you can join now for $25 to set up and $25 a month, and no contracts. And this offer expires Saturday, June 4th. North Platte's club, Nebraska Athletic Club, 1701 East 4th, North Platte. And 454, baby.
New pitcher here for Casper as we start out this bottom half of the 7th inning with the Plainsmen leading in this one 9-0. Brian McClelland ends up going 2 innings, no runs, 1 hit, 1 strikeout, and no walks. Into the game will come Anthony Santillanes. He is listed as a infielder for Casper. No stats for him pitching so far this season. Santillanes, the 5'7" righty, plays at Benedictine University Mesa from Upland, California. Santillanes will come in after Brian McClelland pitched a quality 2 innings to kind of keep this game where it was. Santillanes has pitched 2 innings. No earned runs, 1 run, 2 strikeouts, 2 walks. So far, no record for him on the year. For some reason, I just missed that one at the top. First pitch is a strike here to Lucas Johnson. Johnson, a sacrifice fly, a single and a flyout so far for him. The 0-1 will miss. So count now evens out 1 ball, 1 strike from Anthony Santillanes to Lucas Johnson. Again, Johnson in his last at back in the 5th had a sacrifice fly RBI as he lines that one hard foul. The first base side, so 1 ball and 2 strikes from Santillanes to Lucas Johnson. Again, Johnson leading things off for the Plainsmen here in the bottom of the 7th, with the Plainsmen leading this one 9-1. It's the 1-2 pitch. That one will be grounded and through in the 5-6 gap into left field. It's a leadoff single for Lucas Johnson. So Plainsmen, after the Horseheads were able to score 1 in the top half of the 7th, will try to answer with some hits of their own, as this will bring up Griffin Myers, who's 0 for 3, 2 flyouts and a groundout so far for him. The lefty steps in with nobody out. Lucas Johnson standing at first. First pitch to Myers is in there for a strike, so no balls and 1 strike. The count will start here from Anthony Santillanes to Griffin Myers. Again, Myers in the 8th spot hitting for the Plainsmen. No balls and 1 strike. Santillanes comes set. The 0-1 pitch will miss low and in. So count will even out 1 ball and 1 strike. And we're here in the top of the 7th. Plainsmen leading this one 9-1. Only out hitting the Horseheads 11-8. 1-1 pitch. Misses high. It's now 2 balls and 1 strike. So 2-1 now the count from Santillanes to Griffin Myers with nobody out. Lucas Johnson standing at first after his leadoff single. 2 balls, 1 strike. 2-1 is skied up, foul out of play on the left field side. So it'll hit the top of the press box. 2 balls, 2 strikes, the count now even. Two balls, 2 strikes here. Anthony Santillanes to Griffin Myers. Here's the 2-2 pitch. The 2-2, that one is going to be lined into left field, but right to Garcia. So Garcia catches the first out of the inning here in the bottom of the 7th. This will now bring up Carson Leiden, who's been hit by 2 pitches today, also has singled. He scored 2 runs and also stole a base. He'll come in with now 1 gone and a runner on first here in the bottom of the 7th, with the Plainsmen leading in this one 9-1. First pitch here to Carson Leiden is in there for a strike, catches the top part of the zone. So no balls and 1 strike to start out Santillanes to Carson Leiden. Cade Wood stands on deck. It looks like he's going to take the place of Garrett Thompson. It was kind of the other way yesterday as Garrett Thompson took Wood's place as the 0-1 will miss. It's now 1 ball, 1 strike, so it's the second straight day where the player we talked to during the game will go and pinch hit. Connor Higgs yesterday, when he went to the game, the 2 RBI double as swings and fouls that one back. It's now 1 ball and 2 strikes. The 2 RBI double to tie the game in the bottom of the 8th, and then he had the walk-off sacrifice fly to center field to give the Plainsmen the 6-5 victory yesterday. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Santillanes comes set. The 1-2 pitch to Leiden. Swung on, skied up, foul out of play. So count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes. Count is at 1-2 with 1 gone, a runner on at first. Plainsmen up 9-1 here in the bottom of the 7th. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Santillanes comes set. The 1-2 pitch. That one is swung on, struck well into right center. Both outfielders convening. The catch will be made by Jake King. And 2 straight outs after the leadoff single and 2 gone here in the bottom of the 7th, and this will bring up Cade Wood. So Cade Wood will take the place of Garrett Thompson. Thompson ended up with a strikeout, a sacrifice fly, a single, and a ground out in his 4 plate appearances. Again, we got the pleasure with talking to Cade Wood back in the top of the 5th, and he now comes in pinch hitting for Garrett Thompson in the bottom of the 7th. Santellanos comes set ready for the first pitch to Wood, and that one is going to be line hard but foul on the left field side. So count will start out, no balls and 1 strike. For Cade Wood so far through 21 games, he's batting .250, 3 doubles, 1 home run, 9 RBIs. He's also stolen 6 bags. No balls and 1 strike. Santellanos to Wood. With 2 gone here in the bottom of the 7th. Santellanos comes set with the 0-1. Here's the pitch to Wood. Wood grounds that one to third. Burke, long throw into first. It'll be in time. And the side is retired. No runs on 1 hit. No errors. They leave 1 on base. We to the top of the 8th. 2 up for the Horseheads. It'll be Morrow, Fleenor, and DeCattrell. After 7 complete, the Plainsmen lead this one 9-1. It's North Platte Plainsmen Baseball on the Plainsmen Radio Network and our YouTube channel.
This is Cannon Rath.
Memories is proud to be the official photographer of your Plainsmen. Developing Memories professional photo studio downtown North Platte has been capturing all your priceless memories from the little leagues to the majors, hitting grand slams with their professional quality and stealing your hearts as you see those priceless photos of your kids rolling over, then their toothless smiles, their dimples, their freckles, to showing off who they are in their senior photos. Developing Memories has been in the game for 20 years, and though getting your photos taken might not be quite as much fun as cheering on your favorite team, Developing Memories does make the photo sessions a fun and enjoyable experience. Come experience the difference at Developing Memories downtown North Platte. Quality photos, enjoyable experience, and affordable with no session fees. And be sure to check out our $20 mini sessions and $15 school packages. We're developing memories into photos to last you a lifetime.
.com for more information.
I'm Alex Chun, the live broadcast intern for the North Platte Plainsmen of summer 2022. Just wanted to let you know, stop by your local North Platte Premier Toyota dealer. Come and browse our new and used Toyota cars, SUVs, trucks, and much more for sale. We offer in-store shopping, curbside pickup, or delivery. You can even take our cars for a test drive to see if this is the car for you. We have a talented team of automotive specialists, so come stop by at 2600 South Willow Street in North Platte, or call us at 308-532-8400. That's 308-532-8400.
Toyota, let's go places.
We offer delivery.
Welcome to Scottsbluff County. From Scottsbluff National Monument to Chimney Rock, we are Nebraska's landmark country and a whole lot more. From our bountiful selection of scenic golf courses, our world-class zoo, the breathtaking Lake Minnetonka, and our family-friendly community events, we have something for you and your family.
In the top of the 8th with the Plainsmen leading this one 9-1. It's our second runs of pitching change of this one. Garrett Oswald ends up going 1 inning, 1 run, 1 hit, no strikeouts, and a walk. Into the game will come Brock Hendricks, the 5'11 lefty from northeastern Oklahoma. He comes and takes a spot in for Brock. He has not pitched in a while for the Plainsmen. He's pitched 3 innings so far this year, 1 earned run, 3 runs total, 3 hits, 4 strikeouts, 2 walks, an 0-1 record, and a 3 flat ERA. Brock Hendricks' last appearance was June 1st against the Fremont Moo. So he has not pitched in about 25 days. First pitch to Braden Morrow is in there for a strike. No balls and 1 strike to start out Brock Hendricks to Braden Morrow. His last appearance was against the Moo in the 7-3 loss. He pitched a third of an inning. 2 runs, none of them earned, no hits, no strikeouts, and no walks. The 0-1 pitch will miss well outside, 1 ball and 1 strike. He also pitched in the 7-6 victory over Canyon County back on May 27th, where he pitched 2 2/3, 1 run, 3 hits, 4 strikeouts, and 2 walks. 1-1 pitch to Morrow. That one is swung on, fouled back into the mid of Myers. So 1 ball and 2 strikes now from Brock Hendricks to Braden Morrow. So now for Hendricks, this is his 3rd appearance of the year for the Plainsmen. As the 1-2 pitch Swung on, popped up, foul out of play on the first base side. So count will remain 1 ball and 2 strikes from Brock Hendricks to Braden Morrow. One, 2 the pitch with nobody out. Braden Morrow, the leadoff man. So that pitch will miss outside. It's now 2 balls, 2 strikes. 6 offensive outs left to work with for the Horseheads in this one, trailing by 8. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Hendricks to Morrow. Here's the 2-2 pitch. 2-2 is grounded foul on the third base side. So still 2 balls, 2 strikes from Hendricks to Morrow. Two balls, 2 strikes the count. That one again fouled off. So still 2 balls, 2 strikes to the leadoff man, Morrow, for Brock Hendricks in his relief appearance here in the top of the 8th. Two-two the count. Here's the pitch from Hendricks. 2-2 pitch, chopped grounder. It'll get through into center field. Leadoff single for Braden Morrow. So now the Horseheads have a hit in every inning so far and have only scored 1 run. They have left at least 1 runner on base in every inning as well, as this will bring up Bradley Fleenor, who is 1 for 3 with a single, a ground out, and a fly out. Hendrick comes set, ready for the first pitch here to Fleenor. Off-speed will catch the outer bottom corner, so no balls and 1 strike to start out Brock Hendricks to Bradley Fleenor. 0-1, Brock Hendricks comes set. The 0-1 pitch struck foul. So no balls and 2 strikes from Brock Hendricks to Bradley Fleenor. So 0-2 the count, lefty to lefty, with nobody out here in the top of the 8th. No balls and 2 strikes. Hendricks kicks and deals. 0-2 skips in the dirt. So now 1 ball and 2 strikes from Hendricks to Fleenor. Couple changes for Plainsmen defensively. Cesar Garcia is now out and left to take the place of Connor Higgs as the 1-2 is skied up, shallow center. Catch will be made by Cade Wood just in the outfield grass, and now 1 retired here in the top of the 8th. So again, Garcia takes over for flag in left. Jalen Ruffin takes the place of Connor Higgs out in center, and Cade Wood takes the place of Garrett Thompson over at short. 1 gone now here in the top of the 8th. As this will bring up Grant DeCattrell, who is 0 for 3, 2 strikeouts and a flyout so far for him. First pitch, that one is skied up, right field. He catches a diving catch by Bryce Zimmerer. Sliding catch made by Zim out in right field. And now 2 gone here in the top of the 8th. Zimmerer has made a couple of those top 10 plays so far this season. He makes another one here. 2 gone now here in the top of the 8th. So this will bring up Ethan Rose. Rose 1 for 3, a single, fielder's choice, and a line out. Lefty steps in with 2 gone, a runner on first. First pitch from Hendricks. Off speed is in there for a strike. No balls and 1 strike to start out Brock Hendricks to Ethan Rose. Second straight lefty used by the Plainsmen here is Garrett Oswald, the lefty. Pitched an inning, 1 run, 1 hit. No strikeouts and a walk. Carlton Perkins, the starter, was a righty. The 0-1 to Rose. Chase, that one, is now taking off for second is Morrow, and he is going to be in there safely. It's a stolen base for Braden Morrow. It was a close bang-bang play, but they'll give him the stolen bag. So no balls, 2 strikes from Brock Hendricks to Ethan Rose. Here's the 0-2. Check swing. They will say he did not go, as that one missed low. So now 1 ball and 2 strikes from Brock Hendricks to Ethan Rose. One and 2 the count with 2 gone, a runner on second. The Plainsmen leading 9-1 here in the top of the 8th. 1-2 pitch. That one is going to be foul on the right field side. Goes foul of the first base line, so count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes from Brock Hendricks to Ethan Rose. One ball and 2 strikes. Hendricks looks on to Rose. Now comes set with the 1-2. The 2-strike pitch on its way will, just miss. Now Morrow takes off for third. He pretty much walked over to third, so it's technically a stolen bag. Did they call a balk there? I don't think they did. So Morrow now stands at third. 2 balls and 2 strikes from Brock Hendricks to Ethan Rose. The last pitch did not miss by much. 2-2 the count. Hendricks comes set. The 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 3, strikeout number 1 for Brock Hendricks. And the Horseheads continue their streak of getting a hit and leaving a runner on base. They score no runs on 1 hit, no errors. They leave 1 on base in scoring position. We head to the bottom of the 8th. 2 up for the Plainsmen will be Zimmerer, Flagg, and Stork. After 7.5, 9-1, Plainsmen leading. It's North Platte Plainsmen Baseball on the Plainsmen Radio Network and our YouTube channel. Here at Bird.
For a beautiful lawn and landscape, head to Hiddeners. They have everything you need to have a successful and enjoyable yard and garden, including healthy plants, hardy stock, premium fertilizers, and professional products, all at competitive prices. Get seasoned advice from Hiddeners' trusted staff, serving North Platte for 67 years. Hiddeners Nursery Lawn and Garden Center, on the corner of 8th and Poplar.
Quarter or 8th beef locally in North Platte and Lincoln, Nebraska. We also ship nationwide every Monday. Place your order today at birdwoodbeef.com and follow Birdwood Beef on Facebook and Instagram to learn more about your local beef producer. Birdwood Beef, ranch-raised, grain-finished Nebraska beef.
Joe Bob.
At Great Plains Foot and Ankle Specialists, we strive to make sure each and every one of our patients receives the highest level of care with individualized treatment plans. Our extensively trained doctors will listen to you and make recommendations based on your individual wants and needs. Whether it's something as seemingly simple as a swollen foot or ankle, complications related to diabetes, or an injury that requires surgery, we're here to help. Some of the services available by our providers include, but aren't limited to, the care and treatment of corns, calluses, and warts, custom-made orthodontics, diabetic foot care, arthritis, reconstructive foot and ankle surgery, foot and ankle trauma, fungal nails, ingrown toenails, heel and arch pain, pediatric foot care, sports injuries, and wound care. Visit us at 815 South Maple Street in North Platte. Phone number 308-532-3600. Again, 308-532-3600.
Let's go places.
Meet your new hometown collegiate baseball team, the North Platte Plainsmen, as we open our inaugural season on May 24th at historic Billwood Field. Join the fun as the Plainsmen play 32 home games.
A career that drives you? When you drive for adventure, you'll find the freedom to live a life you love while seeing the country. Because with adventure, you control when and where you drive, whether it's near or far. Choose from a variety of travel opportunities with competitive pay and adventure to great places.
Bottom of the 8th with the Plainsmen leading in this one 9-1. Plainsmen, it's been all Plainsmen as they have been dominating in this one. Get another pitching change here as someone who hasn't pitched yet will take the mound. He's hit, though, for Casper 1 hit and 9 tries so far for him hitting-wise. It's Ethan Vandelinder, the righty. He'll take the spot of Anthony Santillanes. First pitch is a ball to Bryce Zimmerer, so 1 ball and no strikes. For Ethan Vandelinder, 6'1", righty from Albany. Plays his college ball at Bemidji State. The 1-0 pitch, swung on, fouled back by Zimmerer. So count will even out, 1 ball, 1 strike. Zimmerer so far today is 2 for 4, a single, a double, 2 RBIs, a run scored, a stolen base, a strikeout, and a ground out. 1 ball, 1 strike here to Zimmerer. The 1-1 pitch misses high. It's now 2 balls and 1 strike. Two on the pitch. Vandelinder gets Zimmerer to ground that one to first base. Fleenor is just able to tag it as Zimmerer almost beat it out. So now 1 gone here in the bottom of the 8th. So now this will bring up a pinch hitter here with Cesar Garcia taking the place of Connor Flagg with the game well in hand. Coach Kelly probably getting some other guys some at-bats here as we saw Garcia take the place of Flagg in left in the top half of the inning defensively. Garcia, the righty from Butler Junior College, he'll take the place of Connor Flagg. Flagg finishes the day 1 for 3, an RBI triple, 2 flyouts, and a walk. First pitch to Garcia, rock liner. It gets through into left field for a base hit. So Garcia comes in, gets a hit, and now this will bring up Oscar Stork. So Oscar Stork comes in for Oscar Stork. Sacrifice fly for him, a ground out, a single, and a walk. So far in his plate appearances up to this point. They will try to pick off Cesar Garcia, who stands on first. It is an unsuccessful attempt, so still a fresh count here from Ethan Vandelinder to Oscar Stork. First pitch to Stark. Will be in there for a strike. No balls and 1 strike. The count will start here from Ethan Vandelinder to Oscar Stork. Again, this is Vandelinder's first pitching performance of the summer so far for Casper. Has only hit. He's 1 for 9 at the plate. The 0-1 will miss low. So now 1 ball and 1 strike from Ethan Vandelinder to Oscar Stork. So 1-1 the count. With 1 out, a runner on first, and Garcia. 1-1 pitch misses upstairs. It's now 2 balls and 1 strike. The Western Nebraska game is now in the bottom of the 6th. It is 4-3. Western Nebraska still leading this one. 2 balls and 1 strike to Oscar Stark. Two 1 is swung on and missed. It's now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two balls, 2 strikes. Vandelinder comes set, looks on Oscar Stark. Righty to righty, the 2-2. Swung on, skied up, right field side. It's heading into foul territory. It'll land foul. Rose was giving it a chase. So still 2 balls, 2 strikes from Ethan Vandelinder to Oscar Stork. Two balls, 2 strikes. Vandelinder comes set, looks on Oscar Stark. The 2-2 pitch. That one is skied up. Shallow right field. Rowe, the second baseman, will make the catch just in the outfield grass. And 2 gone now here in the bottom of the 8th. Is now another different hitter. Jalen Ruffin will take the place of Connor Higgs. We saw him take his place defensively in the top half of the inning. Righty from Northeastern Junior College, local to North Platte. The righty steps in with two gone, and Garcia standing at first. First pitch to Ruffin. That one is going to be lined into left field and gets down in front of Garcia. So now runners at first and second. So two singles now for the Plainsmen here in the 8th. Now another pinch hitter is Giancarlo Servine will take the place of Seth Williams. So Giancarlo Servine, the righty from Texas A&M Kingsville. First pitch here to Giancarlo Servine, the power righty. Off speed, will catch the inner half of the plate. No balls and one strike to start out this at-bat. Servine in 18 games is batting .388, 4 home runs, 21 RBIs for Servine so far this season. No balls and one strike. Vandelinder comes set, looks on to Servine. With Ruffin at first, Garcia at second. The 0-1 pitch will miss outside. So now 1 ball and 1 strike. Seen a couple different pinch hitters here. It's now the 4th new batter for the Plainsmen in the last couple innings. Cade Wood, pinch hit for Garrett Thompson, Garcia for Flagg, Ruffin for Higgs, and now Servine for Williams. 1-1 pitch to Servine. Will miss low and away. It's now 2 balls and 1 strike from Vandelinder to Servine. Two balls and 1 strike. The 2-1 pitch to Giancarlo Servine. Again, low and away, so it's now 3 balls and 1 strike. Just got to find one pitch to end the inning here in the bottom of the 8th for Casper. For Plainsmen, they're looking for more. Three balls and 1 strike. Vandelinder the pitch. Swung on and missed. It's now full. 3 balls and 2 strikes from Ethan Vandelinder to Giancarlo Servine. Garcia stands at second, Ruffin at first, both on singles here in the bottom of the 8th, with the Plainsmen leading this one 9-1, out hitting Casper 13-9. Full count here, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Vandelinder, the 4th pitcher of the game for Casper. 3-2 pitch to Servine. Will miss outside. It's a walk and the bases are loaded. So now this will bring up Lucas Johnson. Johnson in this one. 2 for 3, 2 singles, a run scored, a sacrifice fly RBI for him back in the 5th. And then flew out to left field back in the 4th. Johnson, the righty, steps in with the bases loaded. 2 gone here in the bottom of the 8th with the Plainsmen leading 9-1. Vandelinder comes set. First pitch. We'll skip in the dirt. 1 ball and no strikes. The count will start. One ball and no strikes. Here's the pitch. That one will miss low and away. 2 balls and no strikes now from Vandelinder to Johnson. Vandelinder just hasn't been able to find it consistently here in the 8th for Casper. Again, his first pitching appearance of the summer. 2 balls and no strikes. Vandelinder comes set. 2-0 to Johnson. Swung on and missed. It's now 2 balls and 1 strike. Two and 1 the count here. Two balls, 1 strike. Vandelinder comes set, looks on to Johnson. 2-1 pitch. This is outside, so it's now 3 balls and 1 strike. 3-1 now the count with 2 gone. The bases loaded for the Plainsmen here in the bottom of the 8th. Here's the 3-1 pitch. Swung on, fouled back. So it's the second straight full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes from Ethan Vandelander to Lucas Johnson. Full count. Vandelander gets the sign he wants with the bases loaded. 2 gone. Here's the 3-2 pitch. 3-2 pitch. Chop grounder to second. Rowe throwing to first is in time. And the Plainsmen leave the bases loaded. Plainsmen score no runs on 2 hits, no errors. They leave 3 on base. We at the top of the 9th. Plainsmen looking to close this one out. It'll be 8-9-1 due up with Burke, King, and Rowe. After 8 complete, Plainsmen lead this one 9-1. It's North Platte Plainsmen Baseball on the Plainsmen Radio Network and our YouTube channel.
For a beautiful lawn and landscape, head to Hiddeners. They have everything you need to have a successful and enjoyable yard and garden, including healthy plants, hardy stock, premium fertilizers, and professional products, all at competitive prices. Get seasoned advice from Hiddeners' trusted staff, serving North Platte for 67 years. Hiddeners Nursery Lawn and Garden Center, on the corner of 8th and Poplar.
Hi,
This is Christina Willard, Director of Sales of Marketing for the North Platte Plainsmen. Pizza, like baseball, is America's pastime, and what better place to get pizza than your local Domino's. Happening now, you can get 20% off on regular orders. There is a coupon available online, and you can also come in or call, and we will apply this killer deal to your purchase. This deal is available for carry-out or delivery. Visit us at 1815 West A Street in North Platte, order online at Domino's.com, or call us at 308-534-0400. That's 308-534-0400. Domino's.
Shirts, jeans, jewelry, and more. KJ's Boots and West Wear and Hershey has got it all. When you see what's new in Western fashion, you'll be a hootin' and a hollerin'. KJ's.
Why do they call it peg leg?
Well, the brewmaster does only have one leg.
I heard it happened many years ago. He was out there looking for the Floridian barley plant. Alligator came out, surprised him, snatched his leg right off. But he killed that alligator with his bare hands, kept the barley, and that's why the beer is so good.
Nah, seems ridiculous, man.
That's what I heard. He was a mad scientist, but he had a huge explosion. So to save his life, he hid behind a keg of beer, but he did lose his leg. And ever since then, he brews beer as an homage to his leg.
Why was there a keg in a science lab, though?
Even mad scientists like drinking beer.
No, you have it all wrong. He was on his way home from brew school one day. He met a bear. He had to fight that bear off with a beer bottle.
Sounds suspicious.
Boys, this is a vasectomy gone wrong.
We're ready for the top of the 9th with the Plainsmen leading this one 9-1 over the Casper Horseheads. It's another runs of pitching change. The day is done for Brock Hendricks. Hendricks ends up going 1 inning, no runs, 1 hit, 1 strikeout, and no walks. Carson Leiden will move from the DH spot to the pitcher spot. Leiden, the 6'2 lefty from Eugene, Oregon. We were told when he got here, he's listed as a pitcher on point streaks. He's a two-way player, so he'll be coming in trying to shut things down in the top of the 9th against the Casper Horseheads. Plainsmen leading this one 9-1. Couple more defensive changes. Again, Garcia is in left, Ruffins in center. Zimmer stays in right. Stark is at third. Wood again took over for Thompson at short. Servine takes over for Williams at second base. Wendell takes over for Lucas Johnson at first base. And Lucas Johnson takes the place of Griffin Myers behind the plate. So lots of changes for the Plainsmen here as we start out the top of the 9th. Carson Leiden ready for his first pitch here to Chris Burke. First pitch, fastball strike. No balls and 1 strike. Burke 0 for 3, fly out, strikeout, and a ground out so far for him. 0-1 on its way. That one will miss. So count will even out 1 ball and 1 strike. One ball and 1 strike. Leiden comes set, the 1-1 pitch. Fouled back to the screen, so it's now 1 ball and 2 strikes. from Carson Lyden to Chris Burke. It's 8-9-1 for the Horseheads here in the top of the ninth. Again, Casper would have to score at least 8 here in the top of the ninth. Plainsmen looking to cruise to this 3-game sweep over Casper. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball past him. Whoa. Beautiful pitch there from Carson Lyden, and one retired now here in the top of the ninth. So bring up Jake King, the lefty 9-hitter, who is 1 for 3, a single and 2 flyouts so far for Jake King in this one. Lyden ready for the first pitch here to Jake King. Man, this guy can throw some heat. That first pitch is in there. No balls and 1 strike to start out Carson Lyden to Jake King. The 0-1 pitch from Lyden. That one is swung on, lined right to second. Servine, it goes off his glove. He recovers, throws it on to first. And 2 gone now in the top of the ninth. The Horseheads down to their final out. So this will bring up Tucker Rowe. Rowe has walked twice. In his other 2 plate appearances, he's 0 for 2. With a fly out and a strikeout. He's also scored a run for the Horseheads, the only run of the game for Casper. Tucker Rowe comes in as the last shot here for the Horseheads. Down 9-1. Plainsmen trying to improve to 16-10 and continue to put pressure on Western Nebraska and Hastings for that top spot in the Nebraska Land Division. First pitch to Rowe is in there for a strike. No balls and 1 strike to start out Carson Lyden to Tucker Rowe. 0-1 the pitch. Lyden kicks and deals. The 0-1 misses upstairs. So now 1 ball and 1 strike. Again, Lyden, this is his first pitching appearance for the Plainsmen this season. Lyden hitting-wise today was 1 for 2, a single, a score, a flyout, 2 scores actually, as he was hit by a pitch twice. Big swing and a miss on the 1-1. So it's now 1 ball and 2 strikes from Lyden to Rowe. So now down to their last strike are the Casper Horseheads. Here's the 1-2 pitch from Lyden. 1-2, just got a piece of it foul. So the count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1-2 the count is, with 2 gone in the top of the ninth. Plainsmen leading this one 9-1 over the Horseheads. Here's the 1-2 pitch. And that one is just going to miss low. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. The count from Carson Lyden, the lefty, to the righty, Tucker Rowe. Just trying to find the last out here for the Plainsmen, give them the 9-1 victory. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Miss away. So the count goes full now, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Three balls, 2 strikes, Lyden to Rowe with 2 gone. Here's the 3-2 pitch. They'll miss upstairs. So the game continues as Tucker Rowe walks. So now the game will be complete. The Horseheads have now had a base runner in every inning. They are only being out hit by 4, but they will most likely lose this one by a pretty good margin. Just have not been able to take advantage with runners on the base pass. Lyden out to Dylan Baker. First pitch misses away. 1 ball and no strikes to start out Carson Lyden to Dylan Baker. One ball, no strikes. Lyden comes set, looks on to Dylan Baker. The 1-0 pitch. Swung on, skied up, foul out of play. So count will be even out. 1 ball, 1 strike from Carson Lyden to Dylan Baker. One ball, 1 strike. Lyden to Baker. Lyden comes set. 1-1 on its way. Swung on, foul back. It's now 1 ball and 2 strikes. So count it 1-2 with 2 gone. Runner on first after the full count walk to Tucker Rowe. One ball and 2 strikes. Whiting comes set, trying to find the final pitch to put the Horseheads away. The 1-2 pitch, swung on and missed, and there it is. The Plainsmen are victorious. They sweep the Casper Horseheads as they win this one by a final of 9-1. They now sit at 16-10 and continue to fight for that final spot in the playoffs. They only have one game left, though, to try to do it, as they play Western Nebraska tomorrow, which is the team that is currently ranked first in the Nebraska Land Division. That'll be a first pitch tomorrow of 6:35. So an important game coming up tomorrow for the North Platte Plainsmen. Well, we'll step aside. Coming up, it will be our Nebraska Land Bank postgame show as we bring you North Platte Plainsmen baseball on the Plainsmen Radio Network and our YouTube channel.
Why do they call it peg leg?
Well, the brewmaster does only have one leg.
I heard it happened many years ago. He was out there looking for the Floridian barley plant. Alligator came out, surprised him, snatched his leg right off. But he killed that alligator with his bare hands, kept the barley, and that's why the beer is so good.
Nah, that seems ridiculous, man.
That's what I heard. He was a mad scientist, but he had a huge explosion. So to save his life, he hid behind a keg of beer, but he did lose his leg. And ever since then, he brews beer as an homage to his leg.
Why was there a keg in a science lab, though?
Even mad scientists like drinking beer.
No, you have it all wrong. He was on his way home from brew school one day. He met a bear. He had to fight that bear off with a beer bottle.
Sounds suspicious.
Boys, this is a vasectomy gone wrong.
On YouTube.
How far will $1,000 a day take you? Or $365,000 a year? Or $3,650,000 a decade? Or, who knows? It all adds up to a lifetime of fun. Play Lucky for Life, and you could win $1,000 a day for the rest of your life, drawing 7 days a week.
Activity does not happen by accident or wouldn't continue if we did not.
This is Tommy B from the Nebraska Athletic Club here in North Platte, Nebraska. And I want to welcome you to not just North Platte, but to the Nebraska Athletic Club. Nebraska Athletic Club, here we have about 8,000 square feet of pure fitness, cardiovascular strength.
Our Nebraska Land Bank postgame show. The Plainsmen are victorious. They complete the sweep over the Casper Horseheads as they win this one 9-1. I'm joined by head coach J.M. Kelly. And coach, after kind of a stressful back and forth game yesterday, not a whole lot to worry about here today. What were you most impressed with your guys?
Carson Lyden goes out. It's the first time we've seen him throwing. He does a great job. Carlton Perkins has a phenomenal outing once again. And then offensively, we got on them early and we kind of kept going. We kind of hit a lull there toward the end. Once we started to pull away a little bit, we went a little more station to station and got a little less aggressive on the base paths, and I'm good with that, just with the pace of the game and the way it was going. So, great job all the way around, offensively, defensively, and on the mound, just everybody doing their job and just a team effort.
You mentioned on the mound, Carlton Perkins goes the longest he's gone all year by 2 innings. He gives up no runs, 7 hits. He got into a couple spots there where he, gave up some hits, but he was able to get out of it every single time. And then for your other 3 guys, Oswald, Hendricks, and Lyden, I'll pitch for you. It's your first time seeing Hendricks in a while. So just what did you like from what you saw from the arms here today?
Good to see Brock come in and do that. Had a really good outing the first weekend of the season and had been kind of going through some injuries. But it's really good to see him back on the mound and throwing and being healthy. Oswald, great job. Gives up a run, but goodness, what do you expect? You can't hold somebody down the entire game. They got 7 hits off Perkins, so you bring somebody in there with just a tick less velo than Carlton, and obviously they're going to see it a little bit better. So proud of him and competing. Early on he struggled a little bit being in the zone, but he's been in the zone a ton, and he's really given himself an opportunity to be able to get outs that way. So, and then obviously Carson, first time seeing him, a phenomenal job by him. 2 quick outs and then kind of the focus. I don't know maybe if that's what it was. But just a great job by the entire pitching staff. Sandy's doing a really good job with them and, keeping them on track and allowing us to have the guys that we need in the right spots of the game to be available. So.
One thing I've been probably most impressed with about the team so far this season is the fact that, every day there's a couple new faces in the batting order, but, especially these last couple of weeks, it seems like you guys are still always able to manufacture runs. So just what can you say about the depth that it seems that you guys have at the position players?
We just have a bunch of hitters, have guys that want to compete. I feel like there's guys in this league or teams in this league, they all have guys that can hit. It's just guys that want to show up and compete every day, and I'm not saying they don't. I just know that I think our guys want to compete more than everybody else does. You stick 9 guys in the lineup at any given time, and I'm going to feel good about it. I mean, we start pinch hitting guys. Cesar Garcia gets a hit. Jalen Ruffin gets a hit. So, it's just those guys want to get in there and compete. It doesn't matter the circumstance. And so when you want to do that, good things are going to happen for you. That goes back to playing the game the right way and being put in a spot and wanting to be in that spot.
So, you guys have done your job so far this weekend with this big weekend. Now 3-0 here this weekend. You get the sweep over Casper now. A huge game with Western Nebraska tomorrow. Just what's going to be the big key to that one, and what are you looking forward to in that game?
We just have to go out and compete. I mean, we've got our dude on the mound. We've got our guy that's been good for us all year on the mound. He had a shaky start. The started game 1 of the year for us against Western Nebraska and had a shaky start. So, since then he's been really, really good. And, hopefully he can go out and give us 6-7 innings of really, really good baseball. And if he can't do that, then we've got bigger problems. We'll be sitting there at the end of the game going, what happened. But if he can do that, we'll be in a really good situation, and then we've got the entire bullpen ready to go tomorrow. So I feel really good about it. Offensively, we're seeing the ball really well. I don't know what they're going to throw at us, but we'll take whatever they throw at us, and we'll get after it.
Well, appreciate you stopping by. This has been head coach J.M. Kelly on our post-game show. Step aside one final time, get you a final look at this one as we bring you North Platte Plainsmen baseball on the Plainsmen Radio Network and our YouTube channel.
Developing Memories is proud to be the official photographer of your Plainsmen. Developing Memories professional photo studio downtown North Platte has been capturing all your priceless memories from the little leagues to the majors, hitting grand slams with their professional quality and stealing your hearts as you see those priceless photos of your kids rolling over, then their toothless smiles, their dimples, their freckles, to showing off who they are in their senior photos. Developing Memories has been in the game for 20 years, and though getting your photos taken might not be quite as much fun as cheering on your favorite team, Developing Memories does make the photo sessions a fun and enjoyable experience. Come experience the difference at Developing Memories downtown North Platte. Quality photos, enjoyable experience, and affordable with no session fees. And be sure to check out our $20 mini sessions and $15 school packages. We're developing memories into photos to last you a lifetime.
John Willis back with you from Billwood Field for one final time as we wrap up this one as the Plainsmen complete the sweep over the Casper Horseheads with a final score of 9-1. Let's go over the final numbers for Casper. 1 run on 9 hits, 1 error. They leave 10 on base. Mentioned they had opportunities, just were not able to take advantage for the most part. And then for North Platte, 9 runs, 13 hits, no errors. They leave 10 on base. The winning pitcher is Carlton Perkins. Brady Nelson will take the loss for Casper. Game started 3:11, finished up at 5:59, so total game time 2 hours and 48 minutes. On the mound, Carlton Perkins, who got the win, went 6 innings, no runs, 7 hits, 4 strikeouts, and 1 walk. Garrett Oswald came in, pitched an inning, 1 run, 1 hit, no strikeouts, and 1 walk. Brock Hendricks came in the 8th. He pitched an inning, no runs, 1 hit, 1 strikeout, and no walks. And then Carson Lyden, in his first appearance on the mound for the Plainsmen this summer, he goes 1 inning with no runs, no hits, 2 strikeouts, and 1 walk. Looking at the pitching for Casper, Brady Nelson went 4 innings, 9 runs, 9 hits, 1 strikeout, 2 walks, and 1 hit batter. He was credited for all 9 of the runs scored for the Plainsmen here today. Brian McClelland, he went 2 innings, no runs, 1 hit, 1 strikeout, and no walks. Anthony Santalanis, he went an inning with no runs, 1 hit, no strikeouts, and no walks. And then Ethan Vandelander, he gave up 2 hits in 1 inning, no runs, no strikeouts, and 1 walk. It was really done all over the place hitting-wise. Consistent batting for the Plainsmen here throughout. They are victorious. They win this one at 9-1, and they will have a date with Western Nebraska in a game that could very well decide who finishes in first place in the Nebraska Land Division. Well, that'll wrap up our coverage here from Billwood Field. First pitch tomorrow against Western Nebraska, 6:35. Our Pepsi pregame show will begin at 6:20. Plainsmen are victorious. They win this one 9-1. The record is now 16-10. I've been John Willis, and you've been listening to and watching North Platte Plainsmen Baseball on the Plainsmen Radio Network and our YouTube channel.
You've been listening to North Platte Plainsmen Baseball on the Plainsmen Radio Network. Visit northplatteplainsmen.com for information regarding tickets, promotions, merchandise, and much more.